There we go. Hello and welcome to session 21 of Dungeons and Dragons Descent into Avernus. I'm here, Sonalar, together with my players, characters, Wolfgar, Fea, Silence, Ippo, and Amber. And yeah, let's talk about what happened last session.
Well,
Lots of research.
Yes,
but that was also the session before that.
Yeah,
indeed.
but last session was practically only that. Research on Avernus, research on this, research on that.
What's the goal?
I mean, there was also what was the name? The Lost thing.
Silence.
That
Silence had fun time with his mother, which wasn't his mother.
Indeed.
that was very funny. We all laughed.
All
Yeah,
he-
that was a
Yeah.
level of.
You got
Silence.
stabbed good.
good times.
Best thing I did that session was soaking the hits from the Lost.
All Silence wanted was a hug. And he got one.
And then we proceeded. Then we were trying to fix him, figure out what's wrong with him. And then we were figuring out what to do with Unicorn's hand.
Yeah, Silence was not happy about being brought back to reality.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
just
a
let's
me
cut
problem.
it off. No, let's not. Let's cut it off. Let's not. Let's cut
No,
it off.
I mean Silence, not me.
So are we
Definitely.
going to finally cut it off?
Yeah, let's ask Amber. Unicorn?
Well, I had a talk with someone, and that the conclusion that I took from the talk is it has to go.
Why don't you tell the viewers what happened?
It's not the leg, it's arm.
What?
Well, it has to go, but it's not a leg.
Very, very.
Bring
very
me your
funny.
touch, please.
Consider yourself
Not-
slapped.
I'm not even ashamed.
Yikes.
Well, Amber. So, can I cut it off?
No.
Uh,
I believe Silence is the only one with some medical knowledge.
I mean, feel free to all watch him do it.
but I have enough charisma to make it with a smile.
But do you have enough charisma in real life?
Do you have enough dexterity to not lose your arm watch in the wound?
I'm pretty sure Amber
That's
will
fine.
love bleeding out with style.
If Emma bleeds out because of you, she's going to come back as a ghost and haunt you.
That will be
Nah,
perfect.
don't worry, we already did that thing. I have worse.
Okay, she just angries herself back to life.
Okay, so we can either find someone who's proficient in medicine here, because I'm pretty sure there's someone like that in entire Candlekeep, or Silence can do it, or maybe Silence can do it and have someone other assisting him. And as long as you have the fleshy part gone, then I can use the mechanical arm that I actually had been working on. So it's nearly done. It just needs adjustment and some things that needs to be personally done when it's attached.
Just so you know, I don't trust your big.
So yeah, one of you can roll the medicine check to remove arm. Is that the thing that you want to do, Amber? Because you've spent the whole week talking about sealing the arm? For dramatic effect when it gets inadvertently unsealed in the future.
Well, that's out of the window now.
Is it?
Well, The interpretation I made from talking with my guardian, guy, my angel, was that it has to go away. Because to smite evil, I can't have something that is evil.
What
That
did happen?
sounds reasonable.
What
Anyway, regarding the trust you mentioned, well, I believe you also said that you are unable to fight efficiently with one arm, so it doesn't seem that you have that much of an option, really.
No, I don't.
Oh, great. Glad we are on the same page then.
But you have to teach me how to repair it.
Yes, I guess I can teach you some basic maintenance. You will be able to do that. Of course, if there were any major damage, then either specialized spell would have to be used, or I will have to fix it. But
Yeah, I don't want you to be the ball on your chain.
Well, that's fine with me. I don't really plan to stick around for that long either. But well, you see, the amount of damage that would be necessary for me to get involved, that if you had, like a fleshy arm, would be entirely destroyed as well. So, unless you get your arm cut off again, you should be fine.
I think if I have my arm cut off again, I have the problem of bleeding out.
Yes, that's also an aspect.
And bleeding out is not nice. I know how it feels.
Yes. So preferably avoid that, and I will teach you some basic maintenance that would be enough to keep it working for, I don't know, 100 years at least. That should be fine for humans. They don't live that long usually, right?
I'm not a human.
Oh, you look kinda, humanish.
I'm an Asimar.
Ah, one of those. Yeah, I guess those live longer. Well, find me in 100 years and I will do some major maintenance then.
If I live that long.
Oh, yes, sure. If your body gets old and you are not happy with it anymore, I can make you entire body then.
I guess I take the second option then.
Alright then, well, less talking, more cutting.
Just like that, while I'm wide awake.
So, you guys ask around, and you can have, a room that's kind of clean, that can be used, that has like a, stone slab to lie on. And they bring in a few different tools for, mending wounds and bandaging up people, and there's a bone saw included.
Yes. And we also have quite a lot of healing magic between me and Silence, so we should be able to close the flesh where needed after the mechanical arm is attached.
Yeah, so I have been thinking on this, that it's like putting on a prosthesis, and the connection of the magical arm to the fleshy part is more magical, and is magical and not like a socket attached that you.
Yes, it is definitely magical, though, because like they don't have they can operate with healing magic and stuff like that.
Yes.
It could actually not be like artificially like put on the remains of the arm, but it can be like incorporated into the arm anyway, just so it doesn't have to be like hot and removed and stuff like that.
What do you want to incorporate into the arm?
Well, like strong bases, like so it's like attached to the body. Meanwhile, prosthesis is not attached to the body, while this SS arms is attached to the body and it cannot be removed without harming the owner.
So yeah, so I wanted to say that like instead of being attached, right? That's my pitch here. Instead of it being like physically attached to the body part, that's the attunement process. While you attune to the arm when it's finished.
But the thing is, it can be attached. Like I guess it would be working without having to be attached. But the one Tal is attached. Like that one is incorporated into his
Okay.
flesh directly. So, and I assume that, well, it's up to Ember really. I can do both. That's easy enough. So it's up to you if you want to have it like attached, so it cannot be removed, and no one can also like steal it, and it will be harder to break it. But you cannot remove it for maintenance. Yeah, I guess it's entirely up to you if you want it to be like fully prosthetic and removable, or like attached firmly into your body.
I was thinking with attaching.
Yeah, I believe it's better option as well. That's how.
Also, it can't fall off if I walk into an anti-magic field.
Yes, exactly. Though it won't be functional in the magical field.
Yeah.
There is nothing I can really do about that.
You tell me that now. Anything else I need to know?
Well, it's working on magic, and in anti-magic fields, the magic is not working. It won't fall off. It won't like break or anything like that. But it will be limp. You won't be able to move with it when in the anti-magic field. Like there's nothing that can be done about that. I assume even with your demonic arm right now, you will have some issues in anti-magic fields or in like holy fields and stuff like that. So that's a handicap you already have.
I'm not sure about this.
I'm not sure either. It would need some testing, but I find it likely. Like if there is the holy field that repulses demons and you have demonic arm, that you will probably have problems with that arm inside the field.
I'm
I
sure
haven't-
it is fine.
I haven't tried that out. And if I walked into an anti-magic field, I didn't notice.
Yeah, well, you will know. Also, to be fair, anti-magic fields of this potential this potency are very rare.
You know what's also rare? A city vanishing into hell.
Well, yes, that is true. Though,
And
let's say that
someone running around with mechanical arms.
well, it's not that rare where I come from, really. But anyway, you can as well argue that as well as walking into anti-magic field, you can walk into magical lava, and that would also kill you. So, risks of living.
I mean, it won't destroy the arm. Oh, and it will also kill you.
And that's the other question. How resistant to corrosion, heat, cold is the arm?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm using only non-corroding materials, so it'll be fine. As I said, you will need to do some minor maintenance, but it's just keeping the joints oiled and stuff like that. That's very easy. You should be able to handle it easily, and just it's like 1 hour a week at most. Just keeping it clean. It actually requires less maintenance than your fleshy parts do. As comes cleaning, and it doesn't stink and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure if I punch into the guts of something, it starts to stink after a while.
Well, yes, that is given, of course. Same as your weapon or something like that. But it doesn't get stinky on its own. It doesn't have any hair or other parts that would grow and you need to trim and stuff like that. Like, it's very handy, actually, because it's hand.
But I'm...
Wolfguard, take inspiration.
Oh, I don't have it. Okay, great. Thank you.
The power of Township.
Well, how's operation going to go? Like, do I sit here just screaming at you while you cut my arm off?
No, it would be better if you were, asleep or something like that. We
I
should-
think I prefer unconscious.
Unconscious would be definitely better. No, magical sleep that won't have you waking when there's a pain would work about the same. You might have bit wild dreams though. Right, unconscious will work fine.
Do I have to remind you that I'm kind of resistant to magic?
Yes, I guess. But I'm pretty sure you still can get unconscious.
I mean, we can ask. Don't they have some people here that brew potions that can knock someone
Unicorn,
out?
you can choose to fail a check, you know that? So
Yes,
if you
but
want
no
to
sleep
be...
spells still end when the target takes damage.
No, I mean, there are priests that had been helping us with some spells, and I'm sure they have some means to make you unconscious. Other than really big maze.
Yep. Like there are
It's like asking for some potion that knocks.
No,
or I can just get drunk.
it's most likely going to be a poison to make you fall asleep.
I didn't understand anything.
Getting drunk is actually not that good idea because, well, alcohol does reduce your pain receptors, so that will be fine. But it also thins your blood, so you will be more likely to bleed out during the operation when you were really drunk.
Thank you, I didn't know that.
Yep, you are welcome.
Let's ask the people here for something that can knock one out for. How long does it take anyway? A day? No?
Oh, you know.
Let me talk to the priests here. They helped us in past, so I'm pretty sure that for small donation, they will be willing to help us again.
Also, I have some reservations, like, if the hand turns...
Okay, so it looks like my internet is dying. It's like dead. So I will do some stuff with the internet.
Shit's fucked.
Yeah, my internet keeps dying. I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we figured out.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I mean, they can help you, to lay you to rest.
Well,
All right. Then, what do we want to do? Right? Let me describe it. So we need a table preferably stone or something that we can clean easily. We need some ropes or chains, something we can use to bind Ember and especially her arms, so she won't try to intervene with the operation in case the arm has some, attachment to Ember.
Can you
And
please stop with those flat puns?
oh, are you going to punish me?
No, I'm going to murder you.
Oh.
Or
Oh.
I just punch you.
That was a good one. I appreciate that. All right. Where I was. Right. So we are going to bind you, and then we need some sort of magic that will put you unconscious. Then silence resistance of one of the clerics here will cut off the arm. We will use some healing magic to reduce the bleeding and stuff like that. Attach the Arstad's arm, and then once it's attached, I will have plenty time to just do the attainment. You don't have to be unconscious for that. So that's it. That should work. We do need silence, though. I wonder where he is right now.
Probably being depressed.
It's a mystery. I need to... That's... I've set up the stream, and now because my internet keeps dying, everything that I've set up is destroyed and wrong, and the stream looks all funky.
Why did you stream it in the first place? You could just record it and upload it.
Because I wanted to.
Yeah, but you know that your
I
internet is
don't need.
shit.
I don't need another reason.
You are
Okay.
not logic.
I am not logic. I told my cool new friends that I'm going to stream it, and they were like, "Yay! I would love to see what's going on in your campaign." And now I have 60% drop in frames. Anyway, so yes, I mean, one of the priests will help you to knock Amber out. That is going to be in a that is going to be professionally done without her dying or anything.
See? That's great.
Well,
So-
if I die, it's not my problem anymore.
I just want you to tell me what you do first. Do you remove her arm first and then work on the new arm for the next 3 days?
Yes.
Okay, let's Amber, you are on the table, your friends are around you. They have the priest with a poison as she pushes a syringe into a bottle of amber liquid and draws the syringe back and knocks against the needle a little bit. And it looks to Tal if he's ready.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Making sure that...
Let me remind you, Amber is chained and bound, and we are prepared. She might cause some trouble.
Yeah. Well, if the patient is ready, I can apply the poison. Want me to continue?
Okay.
I would like to draw a mustache on her face with charcoal or something.
I don't need a demon claw to crush your neck for that.
But you are chained.
Yeah, but you remembered it and I will wake up again.
Yeah, you might want to wait until she's unconscious, and then draw a mustache on her.
Oh, she's not unconscious? Oh, okay.
Yeah, also he already announced it. So if something is on my face, he's going to get shit for it, even if he wasn't doing it.
Amber,
Okay, sorry, I will wait.
you feel the syringe pierce your biceps of the good arm as you start getting drowsy and knocked unconscious. Alright, Amber is unconscious now.
Okay, now you can draw the mustache.
Ippo, I want you to roll a performance check.
Okay.
And maybe like roll 1d6 to see what kind of mustache it will be.
Do we really have to do this?
Yeah.
Do you really have to do this?
That's a 6. That's a critical failure.
Okay.
Ippo,
So she looks like Hitler, or I have a mustache.
No, she has the Frida eyebrows.
It looks just like a smidge of coal dust.
it very much looks like the drawing of a 6-year-old on somebody's face.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Alright, the priestess holds up the bone saw.
Also, welcome back, Silence.
I want to
Says-
know who's going to do.
Well, silence is, but
Okay,
I
silence.
think the medical professional is doing it.
Are you
What
here
is
now?
Silence doing?
Do you want to cut off Amber's arm? Because everybody's assuming you are. She is knocked out, asleep on a stone tablet, and
I
you are
can-
being handed the bone saw.
I can do it, I guess, if we don't have, some much better at this NPC on hand.
No,
But I have medicine,
Oh.
and I have a healing kit, and I'm proficient. So
yeah, no, that's
this, I
fine.
guess.
Can we retcon that I told him where to cut?
You
Like, they
know,
don't
I
need to cut.
did ask you if you're ready.
Well,
I want
we will cut.
I want to examine the arm, and based on my medical proficiency, decide where to cut off.
It's the demonic, the demonization starts roughly below the wrist.
Yes, but you also said that the rest is weirdly discolored.
That
want to
goes
see if it's
up to the
like-
shoulder.
I want to see if it's like dead meat or if it's just some skin issue.
You would see that. First of all, roll me a medicine check to determine what's happening with this arm.
Can I assist him?
No need. Thank you. Assistance.
A 16. I think you would see that. Yes, this arm has already been medically practiced on, as there has been an old stitching wound where the demon arm was originally attached by her wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see like the old what's it called? Narbe? I don't remember.
Scar.
The old scar of the original transplantation.
Mm-hmm.
This seems that keeping the elbow should be fine.
So yeah, I mean, Unicorn, it's your character, because I can never remember what you tell me. How exactly it looks different after that, the whole arm?
It's some dark purple skin discoloration, and where the veins are glowing red.
Ooh, I mean,
So that's basically up to the elbow and just a little bit past that as well. You know, up.
yeah.
It goes halfway up the upper arm, and Silence should remember that when that under the mansion of the Van Semperus,
Mhm.
when she got batshit and basically stopped caring, the discoloration grew basically up to her neck and covered this left side of her torso.
Mhm. And I obviously cannot cut off her torso. That is a good point.
Well,
to
also
make.
it's not discolored anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So my assumption here, as a player, is that this discoloration and the glowing of the veins is caused somehow by her, like, life energy or essence or something like that, life force being pumped into that hand, and that there is a high chance that it will cease after
The hand is gone.
take
Yeah.
it away. So
Well, silence.
my only issue now is whether to cut in the original wound, which doesn't seem very practical, or
no.
slightly above it.
Well, let me mention something really quickly regarding the mechanical arm. So the part I have prepared is basically like the forearm and the hand. Which should be fine. I agree with you that it's better idea to cut off less, and in case it continues to spread, we can always cut more later. But
What am I, pork?
But also, I can imagine this scene being like Silence in like just robes or like playing the arms, and Tal basically like standing above unconscious Amber, and Tal is like moving his hands while speaking to Silence, and Silence is like pointing with the bone
Yes.
saw, like here or maybe here. You notice.
I think
this little piece here.
Ipu has the chalk and draws an amber, but also draws the lines where to cut her several times on several places.
And there are already like 6.
Yes.
Oh yeah, draw the line with coal. That's not going to get infected.
Coal is actually like.
Call is sterile, yes.
Yeah,
Sterile.
I know.
I have no
But
idea.
yeah. Based on so it is as useful as possible using the mechanical arm. I think half of the forearm would be perfect, because then
that
I
sounds
can
good to me.
then I can attach it directly to the rest of the bone.
Yeah.
And I will make a sleeve that will cover rest of the forearm, so it will look like the whole arm is metal, but only how the actual arm will go half into it,
Well,
which should make for the best control.
well, this will not be pretty. Please help me by holding the rest of the arm.
Oh yes,
and then,
sure.
And then Silence like clenches his teeth, but because he's like Dragonborn, it means that he will also like peel back his lips, so the teeth really stand out. So it's a bit of a for a human it must look like a maniacal expression. For him, it's just like, this is how I concentrate on stuff that I really don't like to do, and then he goes to cut it.
All
So
right.
I guess another medicine roll, or are you going to go off the first one?
I'm looking real quick. Wolfgar, did I send you at the DC for the medicine check? I think I only did it for the creation of the arm.
I believe so, but let me check. It was in the personal message.
So yeah, so you can give me a second. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is standard procedure. Cutting off an arm, you tell me, Silence, have you had to cut off an arm before to amputate as a Hail Rider? Has this been part of your practice?
I don't think so. I think he practiced on like a makeshift, on like a corpse maybe, which behaves differently than a living body, and he observed it several times, but that's about it.
Yeah. So, yes, I need a medicine check from you. You have advantage with all the help and utensils and your assistant.
Okay. Here we go, cutting arm. Wow. Thank you, Roll20. You
That
are
i-
garbage.
That is a success.
Yeah, thanks.
You managed to get a clean cut, and as you start cutting, blood slowly flows out of it and then stops as you have tourniquet the arm further above. So she doesn't die of blood loss.
Oh, yeah.
You might want to
Definitely
isolate this demonic appendage, because it might still be
And then you hear the crackling of the bones itself as you start cutting through them, piece by piece. After like 7 good swings back and forth, the arm lays bare. And then you see the demonic arm twitching, and it starts getting up.
I'm gonna stab it with the bone saw.
Well, the hand is going to attack you. So why don't we
Fireball.
roll initiative?
I was kind of prepared for that, so.
So, I don't know, let's see, do I have...
Ah, shit.
Let's take this battlefield here, so you can click on your token and roll initiative.
Oh, I didn't have the token again selected.
Yeah, me neither. And look at how high I roll. Never mind. We'll do it again.
Do you guys remember what's it called? The... Oh no, I know, don't worry about it.
I don't see any token. I still see the map.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my fault, give me a second.
Hashtag first time for everything.
Because I have so many maps, it's hard for me to scroll between the battle maps.
Yep. Ah, this one is worse.
Oh, I rolled even worse. Wonderful.
Wow. You are so lame.
Do I roll for anything?
No,
No,
you're unconscious.
I mean, but she could wake up, so maybe
Nope.
we should put her into touch.
Well,
She has
she's
been-
explicitly knocked out in a way that doesn't make her wake up when
Yeah, and also bound very tightly.
She has a poison coursing through her body that is knocking her unconscious and keeping her paralyzed, basically. Alright. Ipo, you're the first one to realize that there's a hand of a demon crawling around menacingly. What do you do?
By the way, does it look exactly the same like a demonic version of the hand from the Adams family?
Not exactly.
Aww. Arm for Adams and her family is so great.
Well, you didn't went with my version. My version would be cooler.
Ipo, what do you do?
I will cast Magical Darkness.
Wow.
What?
Why?
Why?
You know that this thing probably has blind sight or something.
Yeah, but all of us will be blind except the arm. Perfect.
So,
He's making a horror scene more horrorful.
So, yeah, you speak out the incantations to summon magical darkness. What is it that Ipo says? Do you say it in common? Do you say it in draconic?
He says, screw you entire party.
As your magical, as like the magical spell. Is it like BB Blocksberg? Hex, hex.
Do Ippo know anything about these creatures? Like if they can see in that magical darkness or something? Because if he do, then it's bullshit.
Ipo, I know your intelligence is not that high, but that thing is an arm. And arms usually do not have eyes.
Roll me
See
a
where I'm
religion
going with
check.
that?
A religion check to know about, you know, undead, like dead things.
What again?
Religion.
check.
That's a 19. Ippo, you would recognize that this hand does not possess any eyes, so it can probably perceive its surroundings without needing light. It's definitely a magical process to know living things nearby and attack them brutally.
Mm,
Unicorn is whispering me furiously.
Not furiously, sadly.
mm. Okay, so darkness is bullshit.
Yes, you would definitely know that darkness is not effective against the arm, but everybody else in the room.
Ah, I know.
It's
I know
super
what to
effective.
do. Now it's hand against hand. Let's fight.
What? So describe
You
to
mean-
me what Ipo is doing.
You mean
Um,
the hand
Just
to
the
hand
mage
combat?
hand, and I will take my mage hand to force this dark hand to ground, and they will fight like rock paper scissors.
You summon the mage hand with an action, and you're ready to give your mage hand a command with the action on your next turn. Because it takes one to summon it in the first place.
Okay, so I just summon it.
Yes.
Did you hear the thunder?
I don't
No.
think so.
nope.
Aw.
Neither did I.
Now it's the demon hand's turn, and the demon hand starts raging as it turns into Amber's other demonic arm form, exploding in size and becoming a demon hand. Its end, fleshy end, starts like fouling off as it's like triple its size. And it's going to attack Silence, who's carrying a bone saw.
Yeah, also, didn't I say like 10 minutes ago that he's just wearing plain robes?
Yes.
That was a stupid move.
I will keep on everything forever.
I'm never again doing an operation
Without a
my
dark
armor.
Well, the thing
Oh.
is, Amber warned you all about the arm going haywire, and you weren't there to hear it.
Oh, I as a player or I as my character?
You as a player.
Well, then can we retcon that, because it would be really stupid. But I mean, I'm okay with.
Also, that's the
doing it.
reason why Tal, tied it down.
Oh,
Yeah, so you tell me, did you expect when the arm is cut off that it will have a life on its own? Like, is this
No,
a thing you prepared for?
if Amber said it, then
I
yes.
believe Tal said it actually specifically before the
Okay,
operation.
then I will spend the claw's action to free itself from the bonds
Yes.
of being chained down. So it is disconnected, so it's trying to slip free. Let's see. Demonic hand.
And it also means that Silence has his armor on, but probably doesn't hold any of his weapons because he has a bone saw.
Yeah, the claw breaks free with a murderous rage of a blood leaking demonic arm. And let's see.
And takes a legendary action.
Takes. Yes, it's taking the legendary claw silence action. If you guys think that I have stats for a demon claw, you're gravely mistaken. Silence, you get clawed at
For how much?
22.
Oof. How do you do this all the time? Well, I get clawed at for 22.
It's lots of damage. Oh, no, it's not.
That's
It's
not
not
the damage, it's the hit.
It's hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I wasn't here or something? Well then.
I was like, that's a damage? What kind of arm is that?
No, that was
It's a
just
demon's
to
arm.
hit. It hits me.
Yeah, give me a second. I need to look up something.
Like, how much damage does it do? 1d4, obviously.
It's
If it goes by Amber's stats, it
Yes.
does a lot more.
it's raging. And it does this much damage to you. 1d6 plus 2d8 plus 5 damage.
So it basically uses my stats.
This arm frees itself from the chains, like bending one of the chain links out of shape and pushing off the table, jumping at your throat and strangling you. Silence,
that.
it's your turn.
I think in its demonic extended form, the hand is large enough to crush his torso.
Well, I want to pull out my mace.
Where do you put the bonesaw?
Just throw it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're getting strangled, that's right. Choking the life out of your lungs.
Yeah, also your body's getting pumped full of.
Yeah, that was such a good roleplay, wasn't it, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're dying for the role.
Stay alive.
Still dying. Okay. Where did I put the bonesaw? In my other hand. So basically, I am in my main hand. In real life, I'm left-handed, so that's why I just don't think about it, and all my characters are left-handed. So in my left hand, I was holding the bonesaw. I put that in my right hand, and with my left hand, pull out the mace. Will that still allow me to attack?
Yeah, sure.
Well, then I use the mace to better at the arm, which is clutching my face.
Alright, roll an...
Also, does a bonesaw count as a light weapon? Improvised light weapon.
It does not count as a light weapon, no.
Oh.
It's a bonesaw.
I wouldn't use it as a weapon anyway because it would instantly break. Probably.
I'm okay with breaking it. I just want to use an offhand attack. Never mind. Well, I am pummeling the hand with a mace, trying to get it off my face.
Okay, smash your face in your mace. An 11 is a miss.
Yeah, I see that. Well, I will try it once more then.
Okay.
A second attack now. How does a 15 sound?
15 is a hit.
No, that's great. Extra attacks are awesome. 6 bludgeoning magic.
You smash the hand and it gives off a sound, like a menacing sound, like a shriek.
If it goes by barbarian rage,
I snarl back.
it's not relevant that your weapon is magic.
You realize that it only takes half damage.
I have imagined this happening differently, but okay.
Talahalnan.
Shrugging off my blows, guys.
Yeah. But your smash is hard enough that it falls back onto Amber's body, crawling on her back. Its fingers pointing towards you, Silence. Tal, what do you do? Wolfgar?
Yeah?
It's your turn.
Okay. Sorry. Just Steam decided that it will cripple my entire computer. That's wonderful.
No.
Well, let me see. So there's the arm. Well, I will use... And it's demon... I want to burn it, but demon arm. That'd be best.
So I'm just using
I will...
the battle map as, you know, so we know this hand.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
not
sure.
really using a battle map. It's just so we can click on tokens and roll initiative.
Okay. Well, he will use the. Well, let's see how. He's curious how will we react to fire. So he will use firebolt. So
All right.
Just
Yeah, you
raise
shoot.
his metal arm and
You shoot the firebolt at the crawling demon arm on top of Amber. You hit.
And wait, that's the bonus because of the 16. The arcane fire, and that's the bonus, and I didn't figure out how to add it to the rolls. Yep. Damage. Oh yeah, I can add another damage type.
All right. Hey, you roll a 2d10 and a 1d8 on damage.
Yes. That's the
Where's the
2d.
1d8 from?
That's the arcane firearm. It's the class feature of the artillerists that you get on level 5.
Okay. Yeah, you do
Even more
16.
damage.
You do 16 fire damage.
Yes. It uses the same damage type as the base spell.
Amber, you're not resistant to fire, are you?
Guys, my electricity is getting out, so if I'm cut off, it's because of that.
Oh wow.
The firebolt is a spell that targets AC, right?
Yes.
And I'm not resistant to fire damage now.
Talahalnan, you hit the crawling demon arm with your firebolt, and it is enough, and you've set it on fire, and now it's like running along Amber's back, on fire, in a panic, as it burns to a crisp, and you realize, oh shit, it's starting to dissolve on top of Amber. That's
Yeah, he will.
that's a big problem.
Yeah. See what I can do about that. I can.
Well, it has been your turn, so let's see what Amber, what
right.
Fea does about that. Fea, are you here?
I am.
You see the crawling arm of Amber on her back, on fire, as it starts to dissolve.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to shoot it at her.
Alright, yeah, roll an attack to hit it.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you pin the claw against the stone wall as it withers with its 5 fingers around, slowly dissolving into a black goo, dripping to the floor, sishing and forming a brimstone smoke.
The Tal will pull out the small bottle, and he will take a sample
Okay.
without touching the stuff.
Yeah, I think you can do that. It's pinned against the wall, which makes it possible for you to hold a bottle underneath it and collect some of it without it touching your hands.
Yes. Yeah.
Why don't you, roll me a sleight of hand check if you're successful? Without it touching your fingers or anything. Oh.
Like, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, I think a 12 is good enough. Yeah.
And he is using his mechanical arm in case it touches his fingers.
That's, you say that as if that makes you immune.
No, well, not immune, but it will probably have different effect.
Maybe. I'd have to check the book, but a 12 is a success, as you collect a vial of demon ichor.
The wow of demon ichor.
Ippo, it's your turn.
Yeah, so.
I'm sorry, I hear the disappointment in your voice.
Yes, I'm very disappointed too.
You can use the mage and to clean off the rest of the ichor and shit from Amber's back. That's what Tal is actually telling you.
But there's no more claw to be wrestled with your mage hand.
It's not supposed to get on Ember again, isn't it?
No.
Or what happened? Oh, I don't see my token.
Oh, yeah. Do you need your token?
Now I need to see the scene. I see a Candlekeep picture.
It's a stone slab. Amber is laying on it. You're in a circular room, and the crawling hand is nailed against the wall, half dissolved at this point.
Yeah.
You
it's
see
after the
Amber
fight.
with a chalk mustache and several marks on her body.
The fight is over.
Cool.
What do you do?
I was slapped at the hand with my mage hand.
Slap. You feel a sense of accomplishment. Alright, guys, what do you want to do?
Well, I'd like to retrieve my arrow.
Yeah, no problem.
I'd like to help Tal with the second part of the operation.
Well, Tal will now start attaching the Erstad's arms. So he wants to the mainframe will be attached directly to the bone, which is the main point of attachment. The like the cover mechanism, the metal skin, that will be attached to the flesh and over it actually. So it will like in the
Do
arm.
we like burn it in or something?
Well, no. It's like this. There's half of the forearm is biological, and there's half of the bone. So he attaches the main frame, like the main body of the Erstad's arm, to the bone, outer part of it, which is like basically a metal glove, and that goes over the rest of the biological arm up to the elbow. So it's like like a glove. So it protects the rest of the forearm. Because the where like the arm ends, the scar tissue, and it's sensitive, and it can hurt and anything like that. So this protects it, and it keeps the arms very stable as well. So it's solidly attached, and then he will start with the attunement. What was the DC on attunement? Or well, I should.
So the attunement is what Emma needs to do when she wakes up. What you're doing, well, since you wanted to like attach it to her body, you need to do the Tinker Tools check. One, to create the arm itself.
Okay.
This is why I asked if you want to create the arm first, or if you want to do
I
cut off the arm and
it
then
already
create it.
created. Well, let's do the checks then. And he will for the creation of the arm, or well, for all of these checks, he will also use spell as well to make it easier. He will use the what's the name of the spell? The enhance ability spell on the intelligence. So he gets advantage on all intelligence rolls, which includes tinkering.
Okay. Yep.
So he has advantage now, and he rolls on the arm, and it's well,
I call the artificer class bullshit.
So yeah, 26 should be fine.
Because it is.
I think it takes you a good 3 hours for the whole operation.
Okay. So that's creation and attachment of the arm, right?
Oh, creation of the arm takes 3 days.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's why I said that he had it already prepared. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. No, I'm okay with that you have it already prepared, and
Okay.
going with that.
So now it's attached, and now we only need to attune it.
Unicorn, make an. I mean, you're the bank, right, Unicorn? So, it costs a gemstone worth of 10 gold pieces. So if you don't have a gemstone, write down 10 gold pieces, and 90 gold pieces worth of material, which is like steel and wood and cogwheels and stuff.
Wow. That's pretty cheap. We could actually sell those.
Yes.
Probably.
Like start asking 9/10 of the 9/10 of the cost in work and 1/10 in material, and start asking 1,000 gold for an arm and become filthy rich.
The sun is setting as there's a few dark clouds traveling across Candle Keep as Amber wakes up. And you regain your consciousness. You realize that your arm is no more, and where there used to be your arm is now the apparatus of a mechanically engineered ersatz arm made by Talahalnan. You cannot move this arm. For that you need to attune to it over the process of an hour.
It looks a lot like it looks a lot like actually the plate glove. Like someone who is not very knowledgeable about this stuff. So like the most common people would think it's just a metal glove. They would not be able to. They would probably not be able to recognize that it's like your arm. They
You
will
mean
think just,
like a gauntlet kind of design?
yeah, it looks pretty much like a gauntlet. It goes the gauntlet part goes to your elbow. So you probably can feel like the pain in like middle of your forearm. And what else? Yeah, it's fairly decorated with some magical runes and like that. You probably won't recognize the letters and stuff because it's Halruan. But it's it's kind of similar. You will notice the similarities between the arm Tal has, though that one is longer because that goes up to his shoulder and it's way more like not fancy, but it's way more mechanical and complex. This one looks simpler, and also it's also similar to the mechanical cat. It's obvious. All of those are made by the same person.
Also, you're in pain.
And you are probably in pain. But we used healing magics to close
Yeah.
it, so it's not probably terrible.
So I guess I'm used to pain by now.
I don't know. I
I
feel
don't know
like
what to say.
having your arm removed has a lot of pain involved. So there's like
I
some
mean,
after pain.
I broke my arm, and that didn't hurt for a while.
There's a little difference between broken arm and arm that's being cut off.
Yeah, but also we used healing magics to
Yes.
close wound.
Yeah.
No, but
So
I mean, even when the pain was at its strongest, it was not enough to make me even wince or something.
Unicorn, you feel the phantom pain of your hand that is not there.
No, we don't go Metal Gear Solid.
Phantom pain. No, I
I
think.
didn't ask for this.
I'm waiting for Amber to say something, unless Unicorn doesn't have anything to share. And we can move on to the next scene then.
No, she's just looking around, looking at Tal as he explains all that stuff, but she doesn't really react to it.
Okay, you should get some rest now, and tomorrow we will attune it so you can actually move it.
Uh, Emma, is there a window or something in this room?
Mm,
Yeah. It's like an open window, so you cannot close it. And
How's the
when
weather?
you look outside, you can see the sea itself and the stone cliffs.
That's when I concentrate on my old Azimar gifts.
I'm sorry, my internet died for a second. What did he say?
What happens when I try to use my old Azimar gifts?
I don't know what does happen.
I mean, can I use them?
What are you trying to use? You mean like your Azamar of protection ability?
Yes.
Yes, that works.
So then Emma will, like, I don't know how many people are in the room, but just look at them, and her eyes will start to glow bluish, and similarly colored spectral wings will appear on her back.
Hmm. So you actually are an Asimar, but the demonic R was suppressing your bloodline. That is very curious. Well, it seems that we solved the issue. You should still get the rest, probably.
Yeah.
I want to know what Fia thinks of this, as it looks like Amber has gotten parts of part angelness back, so to say. Fluffy, are you here? Man, a lot of people are walking away from the table. Can you guys hear me? Am I cutting out again?
No, you're
no.
we can hear you clearly. It's
Yeah,
just that
fine now.
Fluffy, you are
apparently-
muted.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a bad day.
Yeah, because I cannot tell, because I am cutting out. I cannot tell if you guys are not responding, or you cannot hear me,
I mean-
or if you're just like taking a dump.
No, we always hear when you are at least trying to say something.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see.
I guess that Fluffy has his own family stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Said something about chatting with my mother in the chat. That's not always a good sign.
So yes, I mean we can come back to it later. Amber,
Sorry.
your abilities come back to you, and you changed from a fallen ASMR to a protection ASMR, including the abilities.
including the ability scores.
No, because we changed the ability score anyways. So yeah. So make sure that you remove Abyssal Shroud from your character sheet.
It is replaced.
Okay. So, do you want to test out anything else? Or did you just want to, Is Amber at all surprised?
Surprised? No, more like glad.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Well, Amber's going to take a break and attune the arm and then rest.
Yeah, that's okay. So now it's we have like this took like 3 days, right? Because you created the Assad's arm and then had the operation. Since we didn't want to have Amber amputated for 3 days and then attach the arm.
I think Silence is looking for somebody who knows the command spell or similar magic.
Yeah, the priestess in the temple can help you out.
So, the point of this exercise is to convince that person to use the command spell on him several times so that he can try and resist it.
Let's see.
Basically a reaction to how many, times already somebody has commanded him and he obeyed and he's feeling really down because of that. So he wants to deal with it in his own way. Being like, yes, you can do this. And in the meantime, also spending a lot of time generally training in like combat and mentally preparing for the challenge of Avernus. Training montage.
I'm looking up something real quick. Okay. Yeah.
If the priests ask for some donation for this, he will donate something.
Oh, don't worry. The command word will be donate.
Wow, why can't we use this in real life?
And every time he does so, you need to take a copper piece and donate it into the box.
Wow. Okay.
And it's going to cast a bunch of donate spells on you. Silence. I mean, she agrees with you to do this. So... and that's what you want, to have a bunch of command spells casted on you. And, steal your mind against it.
Basically, yes. I am okay with it having no mechanical impact. This is more like for, fluffy reasons.
I think it's a wisdom check, if I'm correct. So roll me one wisdom saving throw to see how it goes overall for you.
Yeah, makes sense. He's not very good at it. Not very well.
Okay, now I'm going to roll a number.
But
You're donating 29 copper pieces.
So that's like 3 silver.
Yes.
Well, I'm donating 3 silver. That worked out beautifully. I now feel even more of an oaf than before. I will seek out Thal's help with this.
Welcome back, Fluffy.
How can I help you?
Well, you see, a number of times that I've been in combat recently, enemies have used magic to befuddle my mind and make me do whatever they wish. I thought that perhaps I could train to be more resistant against this, but I am uniquely susceptible, it seems, to magic of this kind, and we are going amongst devils who might have such means, and I just want to find protection for myself against this.
I
Do you
see.
think there exists something that I could seek out?
Well, yes, I believe so. There must be like I know there are some certain spells that can be used to make your mind more resistant, and I believe there are also magical items of this kind. Though finding one that might be slightly more complicated. Uh, hmm. You might seek an alchemical help. That would probably have some means of helping you temporarily, or maybe item that will help you shield your mind more permanently. Though that would be expensive, I imagine, and hard to find.
Yes, so maybe I could find potions to
Well,
help me.
yes, but well, I can tell you for sure that I am not able to make anything like this. Alchemy is not exactly my discipline. Like I know some basics, but nothing this advanced. Though they might be alchemists directly in the Candlekeep. It's the port of knowledge. After all, it's the library, and there are many books about alchemy here. So even if there is an alchemist selling right now, there might be one studying here who might be able to make something for you. Or maybe we can ask them if they would be able to, have and sell some magical item that could help you in this area. I mean,
Well,
they
thank you,
gave
Tal.
us some magical items, so I assume they have more.
Thank you, Tal. That's exactly what I will try to do. Also, I remember that I was buying an alchemist set for Hippo. So,
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
so
You
I will
hear an
try to
explosion
see
in the
what-
background.
I would be like, hey, Hippo, so I bought you an alchemist set because you needed it for something. I presume that you understand alchemy. I was just talking to Thal, and he said that there might be a way to make me more resistant to magic of the mind altering kind. Would you be able to like conjure up a potion that would help me with that?
Hmm. I believe that if I have a book that says something about these potions, maybe I can make some, but I'm not sure. I never did something like that.
Insight check. I'm starting to know that Epo is Epo. So,
Well, yes, it's Ipo.
No, I really
He is indeed Ippo. That is correct.
did something.
His butt is not big enough.
so now, like out of the game as a player, is there any chance that Epo as a character can make potions like these?
Ippo, are you proficient with alchemist supplies?
No, I have just one spell that can make me healing potions.
That's it.
I don't think I have something like alchemist.
Oh, you have that spell?
Yeah,
I
he
didn't know this
just has a
spell
spell.
existed.
Yeah, it only works like it creates like one for just for one day, the potions, and then they just disappear or something. And he needed an alchemist set for it to work, so I bought one for him. But I thought that it's because he's an alchemist.
Can you tell me which book the spell is
Obviously
from?
isn't.
I have literally
I
never
have
heard of it.
no idea.
So how do you get the spell?
Let me see.
Well, it's
I
mind
think-
bank, and spells like this are very common.
Healing elixir, UA.
UA means
Arcana.
Unearthed Arcana, which is unofficial spells.
Unearthed Arcana starter spells, page 3.
Oh. How am I supposed to know that?
Well,
How do
we
you
told
have
you.
the spell when you don't have the
No, you
sword?
don't. I asked if it's okay to have this spell, and you say yes.
Who did you ask, Ipo? Because
I
I
asked
don't remember.
now, and Simon, I can remove it and replace it with something else.
You know,
Uh,
you need to ask the GM, not anyone else.
Wait, why he can't have it or what?
And
Because
GM
it's
is
UA.
supposed to read my character sheet.
Because it's what?
Because it's unearthed arcana.
this spell doesn't exist. It's a homebrew spell. So and everything that's homebrewed need to be checked with me. I didn't know that you wanted to add an unearthed arcana spell or not. So if it's like in the official books, like Xanathars and stuff like that, that's totally fine.
I mean,
But if it's
let's
unearthed
see
arcana,
here.
I need to check it.
Doesn't say from what book it is.
Yeah, because it's somebody else made it up.
Just mentioned it is massively overpowered though.
I wonder why. Yeah, Lalo, I'm sorry, but that's an unofficial spell.
Yeah, that's okay.
What's your background? Your character background?
Yeah, he was making shady deals with these potions. That's why they locked me down in the Baldur's Gate.
Okay, but what's your, like, from the rules, mechanically, what did you select as your character background when you were creating your character?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Honestly, I can imagine Ipo running a potion selling scam.
Because I think that he did not select a background.
I don't think he has one. That's why he doesn't remember.
Because
So that
I know
means-
Laluz did send me his backstory, so I thought like, oh yeah, he definitely selected a background, so it's okay. I have a whole backstory here. Yeah. Ipo, we are going to take some time to look at your backstory and background again, and the spells you have and the skills. For now, I don't know. I am not allowing like a spell that's not official, like on the spot. I need to look at it first.
That's okay.
Because I'm totally cool to, create spells. And if it's like unearthed arcana spells, yeah, maybe. But I need to know if it's like super fucking broken or not.
Yeah, but if he really wants to do potions, because I guess that if he doesn't have a selected background, that means that he's lacking proficiencies. And because he's lacking proficiencies, maybe he should select a background kinda like this. Wait,
Yeah, I see you have deception, history, insight, and religion. So that means that you selected a background. Usually you get 2 proficiencies per class and 2 for the background or something like that.
yeah, I think we need to we can probably do it off screen, but we need to review Lalu's character sheet.
Yeah.
And find out what's what.
Definitely.
No,
There
ma-
might be some
If you use
correct
the character mancer, the feature should be automatically added to
probably
the feat
didn't.
list. Yeah, that makes everything more
I think I did. But I'm not sure.
If
It's
you
okay.
you can look into your list of features. How the name that comes
No.
from,
I
like class,
specifically
barbarian,
remember-
racial,
I
and background.
specifically remember him adding features by hand. So, no character answer. I think we can, if you guys don't want to lose more time on this, we can probably skip it for now. Zon, can
Honestly,
you?
I don't know which items you have this bonus. Apparently, clarity is not a spell in 5th edition for whatever reason.
Nope.
What?
So,
If that and
Check your
that-
spells before you cast them.
Well, I don't have it. I'm using spells from my spell list, but I'm just.
Your
you know,
spell
I'm-
list might not be valid anymore.
What? Why it shouldn't be? It's from the official fucking page.
He means his class spell list. Calm down, both of you.
No, I'm just angry they are removing useful spells
Well,
and not replacing them with anything.
be angry somewhere else. Good. Can we continue? Or maybe...
I'm
is there
thinking.
something-
So, I mean, if Ippo does not have an alchemist set, I don't really see how he can
He
create a
has the
potion.
alchemist set, he doesn't have the skill.
He bought the alchemist set for him, so he probably has it.
So yeah, so you would need the alchemist set proficiency to create some stuff, but I mean the book is like more focused on alchemist fire and creating some potions, but you're not. You don't really create like a potion of mind control resistance. That's so that kind of stuff sounds both expensive and time consuming, which you don't have.
Wouldn't it be something like Potion of Fortitude or something that it raises wisdom by +1? Because it's usually a wisdom check.
Let's see if I can have some potions here that might be helpful for you.
Then it's a
Because
potion of-
because I can see that like a potion of like resistance like against enchantments might be something.
it should be potion of enhance ability, and the wisdom is Owl's wisdom, I believe. Potion of Owl's wisdom it should be. That still exists in 5th edition. I found out today.
But yeah, if they have something like that in Candlekeep, I would like to get it. Or at least get a quote on it. Sorry that I did not prepare it beforehand. I didn't know that
Yeah,
the training would go so badly. But it's okay. so we
yeah,
can,
tell,
skip it for now.
Wolfgar, if you find a potion, send me a link real quick. That will do the job. Silence is asking for. On roll 20, I don't find such a potion. I have like a good 30 potions to choose from.
That's the spell, and I believe all the second level spells can be turned into a potion. Or
That's a
one.
very Pathfinder thing, because 5th edition doesn't have like fully statted out rules on how to craft stuff. It's very much, here's a paragraph that you can craft stuff, and the rest is up to the dungeon master. That he needs to know beforehand, so he's not put on the spot.
Don't worry. We'll settle it next time. Even like, you know. You now know that I need something like that.
Yep.
You can take your time. We don't need to solve it on the spot.
We just get you a diadem with a heart-shaped ruby that you can put on your head.
I
And then you have
believe that,
resistance against mind controlling spells.
I believe there's an item that will like give you advantage on the rolls against the mind affecting. Like I know there's a ring that prevents like mind reading and stuff like that, and there's an item that will give you advantage. But I think it's like a pretty advanced and expensive item.
So besides that, what do you guys want to do?
Now, Dal will just get some rest and then attune Ember's arm.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing that Amber needs to do to attune the arm. I mean,
Yeah, she's doing that while the others do their stuff. Except if they want to talk to her while she does it.
Okay, the ring of mind shielding is so that they cannot read your mind, but it's not protecting against
Yes,
enchantment.
that's the one I was talking about. There's another item that is more higher level item that should give you advantage.
So, Washik, what I can tell you, you probably know, if you gain more experience, that you should become powerful enough to help yourself and your allies from the tongues of the devil. At level 6 you gain the aura that gives you a bonus on all of those kind of saving throws.
Okay. Another training montage!
Yeah,
He redoubles his effort in training, you know.
yeah.
Having his and hacking at a wooden target.
He can fight with Amber.
That's your aura of protection. You gain it at level 6. And I'm pretty sure that you've probably met like badass paladins that are high level, that are, you know, impervious to the assaults of their mind kind of deal, and help their allies. So, you know, that's one solution. If you want to look for an item, if you find one, you would have to trade a magical item for it, because I don't think you have enough money to purchase anything. Even if it exists, you don't have the cash right now to purchase such a tool to protect yourself from command spells and such enchantments.
Well, then it wasn't written in the stars for me this day. But one day.
Alright. Are you guys ready to move on from Candlekeep?
Well, we should roll on the attunement.
Attunement for the arm?
Yes, or I don't have to. I don't have to.
No,
roll
no,
on
no.
that.
No.
I already told you 5 times that I'm the one who has to attune to it.
Well, yes, but
So
so that's
you did the tinker check to create the arm and attach it to it. That's one roll, not 2. So you succeeded the roll in creating the arm and putting it on Amber's body. Amber needs to spend a short rest to attune to the arm so she can move it around.
oh right. So yeah.
Yeah,
I got it
but
now.
if you
As
want
far as
to,
I know, there is no rolling involved in attuning.
yes, there's no rolling.
That's no rolling. That's what I wanted to know. Okay.
If you
You
want
really
to,
have to get these Pathfinder rules out of your head. for me.
No, I won't because that's so much better.
I mean, I play D&D. That's yeah. Did you want to infuse her arm now?
No, I cannot do that now. I can do that next level.
How does the arm react to heat and cold and stuff?
It's magical, so it's fine.
Metal arm wood, really.
Like what?
If you touch something, like it's metal arm, so it conducts heat very well. But of course, you won't feel it immediately. Like you can touch something hot and you won't feel it at the moment. But if you keep your hand on something hot, then the metal will get hot as well, and that will burn you.
Just pray that nobody casts heat metal on your arm.
That would be very unpleasant. Yes.
Yes, that would be really unpleasant for the one who did it. Because I'm gonna hit him then.
Yeah, and you take a damage every round as they run away from you. Run away!
Except that I'm faster now.
That's not my fault.
Okay, Fia, was there anything you wanted to do?
Nope, I'm fine.
Okay. Are you guys ready to move on?
I asked a question very early on, but you weren't there.
Yeah, Fia, I did want to know. You did see that Amber has regained her Azimar abilities and sprout blue spectral wings from her back.
Alright.
And I wanted to know if Thea has any comments to that. As you tell me, do you personally know about ASMRs?
She probably heard of them.
So it definitely looked like she has purified her body and regained her status.
She may have raised an eyebrow, but that was the only reaction from her.
All right.
This party is wholly unable to be impressed by anything.
So yeah, so it fits perfectly with you.
No, she does not care as much as you would like to.
Yeah, it's like
No, I mean the whole party was like, oh, nothing.
actually Tal commented on it.
Itar was the only one who said anything.
Yeah, that's you know.
And only because he found it kind of mildly curious.
I find it impressive. Okay. Okay, so you guys meet up with our good friend that everybody loves and knows, Silvira Sapikas. No, come on, Rhea? I guess so. You meet up with Rhea and you go to Silvira Sapikas, and she says, "Let's well, my adventurers. It's time that we continue. Why don't we go onto the balcony? Silence, you have your mount with you?"
Well, yes, if it fits. The question is, will it blend though?
If he squeezes enough, he can move through the doors. It's you know, a little bit of collateral damage here and there, but otherwise it's fine. As you all stand on the balcony of her tower, Silvira ushers you to a crescent-shaped landing platform with a stunning view of the sea. Waiting for you atop this platform are several griffins with saddles, their handlers standing nearby to help you. These griffins have instructions to fly you to Traxigor's tower. Don't worry, it's safe.
It's great. How do I get my wardrake there?
She casts a spell and touches your wardrake, and it starts to hover.
This is so cool. I start like, squealing like a little girl, dancing around the wardrake.
Yeah.
Well, it hovers.
She-
How it does? Is it getting pulled by a griffin?
Oh, the wardrake starts flying away through the sky, magically. It's like crying like a dragon. It looks to be incredibly happy. Wolf, no wait, Silence. Your wardrake is now flying in the sky now, but you're not on it.
I wanna call it to me. I say like, come on, Barin, we will go together.
All right,
Take
you roll me.
with you.
You roll me an animal handling check. Do you guys mount your griffins?
Yes. And I asked Severa, like, how long does it spell on the drake last?
She says, long enough. I've made sure not to, save on my
I
spell.
hate you, Zonalar.
So, no detours.
No. Better not risk it. The griffins have instructions, they don't do any detours.
As I fail my animal handling check, I realize it would be so much better with a piece of food. And then I kind of like, get stunned a bit, and I turn to the others and I'm like, have you guys packed any food?
Yes, we have food.
Do we have enough food?
I
don't
have
have
food
any.
for 7 days, and the backpack has food for 10 days.
Oh.
Why, are you not prepared?
No. I just... Oh, and then he like, puts a hand in his pack and he's like, oh, actually, wait a minute. And he takes out the ration.
Slowly, I have
All
to
right,
question
yep.
your paladinness.
Yeah, the vault ray comes back to consume your ration and lets you,
And
giving you a moment to mount it. I was just trying to find this, so you guys know how the griffins look like. Griffin.
you
Well-
know, I had to laugh right now because with all his failed resistance, animal handlings, and other charisma checks, he's the opposite of Cyrillon.
Paladins are awesome. Yeah, they're really good at hitting things.
Yeah, but Cyrillon also made lots of people follow her.
So, Amber, Ipo, Silence, Fea, and Tal, you all mount your griffin and water rake as the griffins take flight into the air and head out to sea. Flying just below the clouds, Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller as the griffins soar westward. Large rocky islands pass below you, and beyond them lies the open sea. You travel for a good 3 hours, like this, through the sky, and with each hour passing, Silence, you wonder how long does this fly spell last, because you're pretty sure that it's only 1 hour normally. Well, maybe you're not sure. I don't know if you're good at Arcana.
No, I'm not.
Well, he knows people that are good
I've
at
got
Arcana.
-1 intelligence modifier, and I'm not proficient in Arcana. I'm like, wee spells! They can make you fly!
Is it a
Never knew
fireball?
that.
Yes, it is a fireball.
Also, I imagined the scene of the Home Alone movie. As Silence is like, flying on the wardrake and is enjoying himself, and then he's like, what have I forgotten about? Oh, where is Squeegee?
No, Squeegee is with you.
And
We
she
did
turns
not
up behind me
forget-
and she's like, I'm here, master. And then Silence is like, oh, of course you are.
Yeah. I want to know about you guys. How do you feel about riding griffins?
Holding very, very tightly.
It's like, there are no safety instructions on this griffin.
Yes.
Where's the manual? How do I land this thing?
How do I repair
Emma
this
enjoyed
if it's damaged?
In the worst case scenario, I still have wings.
It's like, yeah, you're like, I don't need your griffin.
Well, the griffins
Only
are
that-
faster.
Only that the griffin is faster
Yeah.
than you.
But if I fall down, then I don't die.
Nacer does Amber.
Ipo, how do you feel about riding big griffin?
I don't like it. It's big and it's flying.
And you're on its back.
Yes.
It has soft feathers.
I'll try to steal one of it.
Why don't
Are
you roll me
really
a
trying
slide?
to rip off the griffin you are riding?
Let's roll a sleight of hand check, Ipo, and see how you do.
God damn it. God.
Yes, Ipo, you succeed. You pull out a feather from the griffin's back, without the griffin doing a barrel roll and throwing you off.
Nice. I still hate it.
Nice. Alright.
That's such
But
a
it's soft.
delightfully evil character. That...
So write down, you have 1 griffin feather.
Oh, he's delightfully evil. And was Amber undelightfully evil?
If you
annoying
want, you
evil.
can collect like a few of them if you want to have like a bundle of feathers instead. We don't need to roll for each singular feather. It's fine.
Ah, one should be enough.
Okay.
Then the griffin has It's a huge board spell.
After a long journey, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower, which somehow floats in the sky ahead. The griffin pass through the jagged holes, riddling the tower's conical peak, to land on the top floor below, which has a spiral staircase leading down. You are on top of a floating tower that seems to be attached to like a moat of land in the air.
Someone doesn't want visitors.
Yeah, you guys are free to dismount and go down the stairs. There's not really much else to do here, so...
Does the Wardrake fit on the stairs?
He can squeeze downstairs. It's he's large, not like humongous. So like it's
So just wait here.
like a medium large creatures, yeah, they can fit, but he's like squeezing. Needs to be careful. One level down, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects, upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter, dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to itself in common, mentioning something about tuning fork. Suddenly it takes note of you and stands upright. Lulu, wake up! Oh wait, I had an accent. Lulu, wake up! Our guests have arrived. At the sound of her name, a small elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets near a table strewn with alchemical equipment. The elephant takes to the air on feathery wings and lets out a pleasing trumpet sound.
I immediately pull back the Wardrake from trying to bite the elephant in the ass.
Why don't you roll me an animal handling check?
Exactly.
Because you are a bastard.
Just so you know what you see. This is the Hollyphant.
It is ugly as hell.
Oh, come on!
Oh, that's cute.
It looks like something out of a horror game.
Can I Arcana this thing?
I'm wondering if Tao will know what it is.
Let's see. Yes, you can Arcana the same thing, probably.
Let's do.
Is it big? Is it evil? Can we keep it?
I have so many different character sheets. Let me look to find this one. The creature. I have to. It's a bit hard to find everything on Roll20 sometimes, because I have like 200 different monsters, and I need to find the right one. There we go. So it's a small creature. So it's a bit bigger than Ippo, but smaller than you guys. And it says, "Hello, I'm Lulu."
Hi, I'm Ippo.
Hi, Ippo. Let's be friends.
Yes!
Hello, Lulu! I say, holding back the reins of the Wardrake.
Hello. Pro.
Someone's cheery.
Master, can we keep it? Can we keep it, please?
If only I could find that tuning fork. I have no idea where I left it. You wouldn't.
Are you a side quest?
No, I'm. What is a side quest?
It's the quest that you take on the side. When
I'm pretty sure
you haven't had enough questing in the day.
Well, I do have to say that I am part of the official adventure. As he rubs his other nose.
Oh, so you are the main course. I mean, the main deal here.
Indeed.
I say as I bonk the Wardrake on the head.
Yeah, the Wardrake behaves. It's like, oh man.
Are you talking about the author or I'm talking you about food? Because you thought you're talking about both.
I will now keep on not talking.
Now, if only you guys could help me collect this tuning fork. I really need it for the ritual, you see. I cannot bring you to Avernus without it.
Well, where did you leave it?
I don't know, like somewhere. He points to the mess that is his tower, like filled with everything lying around and on top of each other. It's an utter disaster.
How does it look? Sorry, Amber.
He describes a tuning fork to you.
It's a stick that looks like a fork. It has two forks going away from.
It's made out of metal.
Where
and,
did you lost it?
If he would know where he lost it, he would know where it is, and he wouldn't have to search for it.
Well, no, that's actually. Well, I usually when I lose something, I have general idea where I lost
Yeah,
it.
he said already that his general idea is somewhere in this tower.
Well, first I thought that I have lost it in my amongst my research, but I cannot find it amongst my research. So I checked the kitchen, but it's not in the kitchen. So I went to the toilet because, well, of course, who doesn't go onto his toilet without his tuning fork, you see? But it was not on the toilet, so I'm still looking for it. If only, well, you guys could help me look for it.
Well,
Squeegee, do we have some of that silverware from Elturel still?
You pawned it all off.
Do you have some of the silverware of Elturel?
Let's say, like, it's a narrative piece. So probably yes.
She's like, yeah, I still have the tea set.
Well then, is there a fork amongst the, silver cutlery?
Yeah.
Can you give it to me, please?
She hands you a silver fork.
I hand it to the elephant. There you go.
The elephant doesn't need a fork, the other needs the fork.
The elephant is happy. You silver fork. How fancy. That's so nice of you. Oh man, you're really cool. Can I be your friend? What's your name?
My name is Silence. And you
I'm
can
Lulu.
be my friend.
Yay!
Now Lulu, hand over that fork. We needed to tune something. I don't know how that works.
But you gave it to me.
Also, I'm pretty sure you cannot use this fork. This is a regular fork that's used for, eating things if you do not want to touch them. Meanwhile, a tuning fork is a carefully crafted instrument that holds a tone, as opposed to this.
That is
Aha.
quite right. I see you have a man of culture amongst you.
Oh, yes.
Nice to meet you. You can call me
He's a man of culture.
Proxigor.
It's a foreign.
Oh, yes.
Weird.
Fransimor, so you can't use this fork, I reckon.
I cannot. A tuning fork is a finely crafted piece of instrument used for the plane shift spell. If it costs any less than 250 gold pieces, it won't work.
That's an oddly specific number.
That's
But that's what the rulebook said.
that's a material cost joke.
Nobody laughs.
Well then, I guess we have to start searching.
Yes.
Indeed, I do accept all of you making a wisdom perception check then. Unless you're a bum and you like to sit around and doing nothing. I mean, it's fine. I don't take it personally. Everybody can roll a perception check. Alright, so Let's see what we get. A 19, a 15, a 12, a 15, and a 13. Oh, Fia, you rolled lower than Ipo.
I rolled high on wisdom once.
Nice. Fia, I have a thing for you. I need a 1d100. All right, that's a free. Let's see. Looking up a few different things. Talahalnan, you are the first to find the tuning fork.
Wonderful.
Wow, how unexpected.
Fia, you find a gold coin minted in an unknown land.
Okay.
That's what you find. Ah, the fork. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, we can proceed with the spell then. Lulu says, "Oh, I've been told that you guys are to arrive here and help me out."
Depends entirely on what you're planning to do.
All right. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, guys. I made a little bit of mess up. Lulu is speaking into your mind, and not like with her words.
But she still does the trumpeting sound, so it's
Yes.
okay.
But she can only speak into one mind at a time. So it's well, it made friendship with Ippo first, so it tells Ippo some stuff. You see, are you here to go to hell?
Well,
It's
who?
rude, but maybe.
Yeah, I'm going too.
Cool. Enjoy.
Yeah, Ippo, you know, I was with the angel Zariel when she assembled her army of Hell Riders to attack Avernus. Through
Wait,
the gate we went, tearing down devils like a sound through air. Victory was within our grasp, until some of the Hell Riders betrayed us. They retreated through the gates and sealed it behind them. Before she was captured, Zariel told me to hide her sword, so it wouldn't fall into evil hands. Someone helped me hide the sword, but I don't remember who. We found a place to hide, but I don't remember. We found a place to hide it, but I don't remember where. I escaped Avernus, but I don't remember how. Most of my memory is gone, and I don't remember why.
Okay. Do Ippon know that she's speaking to our minds?
I mean, yeah, everything you hear it in your mind. It's telepathic for sure. Like her mouth isn't moving, you don't hear it with your ears. And she's like trumpeting, little trumping sounds at you. Rum, rum, rum. It's
I
very
will
nice music.
immediately tell it to others.
Okay, so you repeat what she says.
That's a good boy.
Oh, do I really have to? Oh, you mean as the character? Yes.
Oh, you have to recite everything.
Give me like a small attempt. It's okay if you don't say everything correctly.
Oh no, please don't make.
Just like a small excerpt. What does Ippo say?
Go back to school, boy.
Basically, she was in a hell. She gets out and she don't remember anything, but she wants to go to hell again.
Ha! Completely missed the important part.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Lulu will repeat. Well, since silence is her friend, Lulu will confide her troubles in silence and repeat the block text again.
So you lost the sword?
No, she hid it.
No, she hid it and then she forgot where, so she lost it.
Bro.
Yeah, exactly. So you want us to help you find it?
Bro.
And what should we do with it when we find it? Also, did you say you are going to hell as well?
She telepathically speaks to you. Well, since you're my friends, I want to help. I cannot leave Zariel alone.
Zaria, the arch-fiend.
You mean Zariel that is now ruling part of the hell, right? As a fiend.
I
We've
don't
been
know what
told.
you mean. Zariel, my friend.
Well, she
Okay.
might have been your friend at some point, but then you lost your... Oh, I get it. It's okay. So are you going to help us then?
Ember puts an elbow into your sides like,
Like, how cruel.
we know how this is going to end.
Yeah, I remember now.
Amber, you rolled an 8 on Arcana. Tal, you rolled an 18. So she is known as a creature called a Hollyphant, which are gentle and stalwart creatures native to the upper planes. And good aligned deities and angels use them as messengers and helpers. And you know that the Hollyphants treasure friendship and honesty.
So it's a Celestia, basically.
It is a celestial, yes.
Tal?
Okay, and can we keep it?
Tal, do you share that knowledge with us?
Well, yes.
No, I will keep
Oh,
it to
yeah,
myself.
totally.
Then I would know that it values honesty. And in true paladin fashion, I will try to convince it that situation has changed and Zariel might no longer be her friend.
Can I slap him?
Yes, you can. I will
Which
not
arm?
fight back. Silence.
Silence.
No, which arm?
Right.
Oh, the flesh slap. Okay.
Yes, because she's holding the glaive in the left.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
She can't put the glaive anywhere but her hands.
Silence. You're like, you know, your friend is an archdevil slap.
Hey, but we
No.
have to be honest to her. You were honest to me and it worked in the end.
Yeah, but you're not a Celestia.
What?
What?
Truth can't hurt a celestial being.
Prum. What?
Yes. Wait a second, Lulu. We need to figure something out.
Let's just ask her.
Oh, Lulu says like, she looks confused. She does not understand common. I should read a little bit ahead. Yeah, she does not understand common.
I ask her in Celestia, like, how does she want to help Zariel?
Yeah, she will respond in Celestial. Well, I escaped Avernus, but I need to help her get out too. It's full of devils, you know, and evil creatures that want bad things for her. That's not good.
How long have you been here?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
I will ask Francimore how he came to know Lulu.
He says that's not part of the block text.
What?
Let's see. I actually don't know. I don't know. She doesn't know how she got here, but the dungeon master doesn't know either. So he
Stop breaking the fourth wall.
gives you a satisfying answer.
So satisfying.
I feel
Imagine
so
something awesome.
satisfied.
This is when you
Oh,
role play
Marvin,
and you're like, you reached a city. Imagine an awesome city.
I feel so satisfied. Well then,
I'm sorry, I'm letting you down.
It was
no.
so hilarious that it was.
we are enjoying it.
Quality entertainment.
Yes, Lo. I mean, maybe. Also, Amber,
But
we need to tell her the truth. The truth matters, always.
what if she doesn't register the truth?
Well, I'm seeing that. You remember how it was with me?
And
I
meanwhile,
also didn't
while
register the
while
truth.
they talk about this, Tal is just like, what she said was the name of the. You said the name of the person she was with. That's the lady who rules that part of the hell right now, right? That was her.
Emma stares at you like,
Yeah, it looks like Lulu doesn't understand when you speak in common. So she's like looking curiously and, using her trumpet to pet the kobolds.
Which one?
Both.
at the same time. Well, she
So,
doesn't
do we
understand
know
what
that she don't understand common?
Well, now yes.
So, great.
Yes.
Tal seems intrigued. He will try Draconic. Does she understand Draconic?
So, do you... I think... I'm not quite sure how telepathy works, so if I understand right, you can use telepathy, if you have it, to speak to somebody's mind. So even if you don't speak the same language, you understand what they mean?
Yeah.
So Lulu can speak Celestial, like, verbally, but she can, like, use emotions and pictures to talk telepathically to your mind. Even if you don't understand Celestial.
But what does she understand?
Can she understand some other language?
You go through, like, some of the languages you know, and it seems to you that she can only understand your Celestial speak.
I mean,
Celestial
Amber
speak
talked
of
to her
Amber.
in Celestial and they had a conversation.
Yes. And when she talks, she sounds like an innocent child in Celestial.
Do you really want to put that on her?
Yes, it is necessary. It is a good creature, and it will not break under this burden.
And if it breaks?
Then we have failed. And we must seek atonement.
You have failed your job before you even started it then. I tell the Holly Lulu that...
Wait, so you actually think that it is, better if she goes with us and finds out on her own there, because
Yeah.
there in middle of the hell, it will be much better time for her to learn the truth.
Exactly.
That seems quite, illogical.
How about you shut up?
The
I'm on
other says,
downside.
well, you did ask me where I got Lulu from. Well, it was actually a good friend of Silvira. She found Lulu located in the fields of the dead west of Elturel. She was studying a portal to the Nine Hills located there. But, Lulu and Silvira, she didn't really like the... what's it called? The familiar of hers. You might have got to know
The
Jezebel.
Quasit.
Quite right.
Yes.
So she entrusted Lulu to my companionship. I live quite alone out here, If only me and my research. It's nice to have somebody to talk to and play checkers with.
And she understands you.
Well,
you speak her
I can
language.
speak with her, yes. Quite right.
And have you kept her updated on the events since her escape from Avernus?
What events?
You know, you must have heard from her that she thinks that Zariel is still an angelic being and her friend.
Oh, I do
Which
not
is-
keep up with, hell politics. That's not quite my grounds of expertise, to be honest. I'm more of a researcher.
Silence? How many years was it ago that Zariel took the Hell Riders into Avernus?
How do I know? I wasn't even like born at that time.
Didn't you learn something from your training? Did I learn something from the
I
Hell Rider
did,
training?
but I promptly forgot it. It was history, you know. Dates are not important. Only that it happened.
You are unbelievable. How do you even become a voyeur of something when you keep forgetting it?
Because I don't have to be believable. I have to believe myself.
How do you stand for anything if you don't remember what you stand for?
I do remember what I stand for. I just don't remember when. It's okay.
I don't. Ah,
Tal knows, right, Tal?
Sure.
I don't
So
think
how
you
long
know,
ago was
Tal.
it?
Tal, you can roll me a history check with disadvantage, as it's the
I think he
history.
knows.
Well, wait. Didn't we got like the?
Yeah, he studied all of it
He
in the
knows
book.
because
Oh,
he
okay, yes,
studied
yes.
it and at Candlekeep, and he has perfect memory up to 1 month, so he knows.
Okay, yes, I will accept this. So, I need to double check what's common knowledge and what's secret knowledge, because that's a difference.
by the way, Tal, since you are the brain of this party, how do we get food and water and shelter and all that stuff that people who need to eat and stuff in hell?
Well, there actually might be some edible things in hell as well. Like it's not completely empty. It's not completely.
You
As
would
a
know
player-
that you can eat stuff in hell. Yes, you can eat rations there, but your studies have shown you that anything you eat in hell tastes like ash. It fills your stomach.
Like it won't be, it won't be tasty, but you can definitely eat there.
Also,
What do we find there that we can eat? Like, I'm certainly not going to try to eat a devil or a demon.
as a player, I can tell you that it says in the description that you actually don't have to eat in Avernus. You get hungry, but you don't get any worse than that.
Yes.
But it's metagaming.
You
So,
only
yeah,
suffer the
No, that's
hunger.
what Tal would say, but
Yeah, but Tal knows this from the
Tal knows
book.
this. Yeah, he will explain you that, like, well, you will get hungry, but it won't taste good, which you, I believe, are familiar with, and it is not necessary. Yeah, like you don't have dietary needs in hell, and your body will not wither if you don't eat, and you won't die either. It will be
I got rid of the thing that made me permanently hungry and taste everything like dirt. And now I'm going to a place that makes me permanently hungry and makes everything taste like dirt.
Well, it seems rather logical given that things that did that was of demonic origin, and we are going to a place of demonic origin. Then I believe you see the correlation there.
Yeah, except that hell is not demonic. That's the abyss.
Well,
Fiendish.
fiendish, yes. That
It's the overall. It's the overall. Overarching. Whatever.
Fiendish. We are fiends.
Ah,
All of them.
Ich find dich auch gleich.
Turning into German. Wow, how dirty. Dirty. So yes, Tal, you know that Zariel led an army out of Elturel amid a throng of cheering well-wishers and proud citizens. That was in 1354, after Deus Reckoning.
Ah, those were the good years.
It's an
Yes.
epic charge known as the Ride, that she charged into hell to smite the devils. So the Hell Riders came back, although distinctively lower in numbers, pronouncing a success. That they were successful in their mission, and that's what you know.
Yes.
1354 is 90 years ago.
90 years ago. Okay.
Wait.
No, wait, no, I'm confusing dates. 1355 is when it happened. The deal with the Vampire Lord in Elturel, that was in 1444. And now we have some other dates right at this moment.
So it's at least 100 years ago.
Yeah,
I told you I wasn't
it's
even
like
awake.
It's
I
been
wasn't
a
even-
while.
Yeah.
remember that one time where I wrote down dates? Yeah.
Yes, you stopped doing that.
Yeah, because it's a bunch of work. Because the book is a little bit vague when current day starts. But the vampire thing, that was also like 50 years ago. So it's like 140 years more or less.
Okay. So yes, it had been a while, and but that doesn't really mean anything for celestial beings like this. Like 150 years for them is could be just a moment, really. They don't probably feel the time same as we do.
You hear bam 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 from the trumpet. You got a message.
Hey. Message?
No, that was me joking, making a mobile phone sound.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, it's been a while.
The current year is 1492.
So yeah, 150 years more or less, give or take. Slightly less, 140.
The shopping episode was at the 14th day of guess 1492.
Yeah. I may have changed it by a year or two to make it fit the current timeline, but we can go with 1492 until I find my old notes if I did change it or not. Because currently we are in spring.
All right. Well, so still, we should still tell him the truth, or her, or we should tell the elephant the truth, because if it accompanies us to the hell, we really don't want it to find there. That could be dangerous and unwise.
Brum, brum.
Well, then I'm going to tell her in Celestial that
Yes, what is it, Amber? What do you want to tell me?
the ride
Do
was
you know
over.
that Zariel has been my friend for centuries? Oh, we're besties. She loves me so much. I would hate for something bad to happen to her.
You know, only Amber heard it, right?
It's celestial. It's like out loud.
I can.
She's going to turn to tell it. You're the worst.
No, you are. I haven't told her anything.
No, she's out of context. She turns to you and tells you that you're the worst.
Yeah, I think Thea can understand everything here.
Yeah, I
Yes.
Can you understand Celestia?
can. I can.
Oh.
I heard everything.
Yeah. How do I tell to you? The ride was over 100 years ago and Serial was stuck in hell for that time. Something might have happened to her.
Well, that's exactly what you tell her.
That's what I just told her.
Okay.
Wait, what did you tell her?
That the ride was over 100 years ago and that something might have happened to Zerial in all that time.
Well, then it's a good thing that you're helping me to go down there and help my friend Zariel. Yeah. With you guys on my
I'm not-
side, I'm sure that we will kick evil's butt. And it kicks like its cute little elephant feet.
What did it say?
That it thinks that with our help, she can fix it. Whatever might have happened to Zariel, and I didn't tell her that she's an archfiend.
Well, then she is right. I believe in her cause, and I will pledge myself to it right after we save Elturel.
Yeah, okay. Lulu?
But I would say it would be okay.
Our original objective, quest, whatever you want to call it, is to save a city that was dragged into Elturel, into hell.
Oh no! That's horrible!
I want to scratch it all over its body.
But
And I
at least
will use a mage hand so I have more hands.
Lulu is really happy. Hee 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 hee. That tickles. Lulu starts tickling you as well, Ipo. With its trumpet.
I stop talking until they're finished because
I don't know if they finish. How long does it take, Ipo?
20 minutes.
If I will notice Amber's angry look, then I will stop immediately.
Can you summon anger, Amber?
she can look stern, but the angry look has lost its edge. It's more like a mother that would. She looks more like a mother that expects the children to stop and listen.
Do you want to?
Okay, well.
Do you want to give us your best intimidation attempt, Jack?
No. Because everything that I roll can backfire on me.
Okay. It takes a while, but Ipo is satisfied after a few minutes.
Well, are you done?
Yes! Do you want tickle too?
Squeegee goes over and wants to pet the elephant as well. No, me too. Me
Are
too.
you done with the Hollyphant already? We need to talk business.
Squeegee is sad.
Oh, don't be sad, Squeegee. She's just like this.
You can pet the elephant, but not like Ipu hugging her for 5 minutes.
Squeegee will pet the
You
Wardrake,
know.
and the Wardrake knows it's superior to an elephant.
Also, it's not an elephant, it's an Hollyphant.
Wardrakes.
Sister.
Maybe the Wardrake doesn't know, Arcana checks. Maybe. Clearly, it's an elephant with wings.
Oh god, yes. What about the Wardrake? Can we pet the Wardrake? Is
Only
he
at your-
friendly to us?
Only at your own risk.
Tickle the Wardrake?
Yes.
You may try, but if it bites you, it's on your own. It's your own fault.
I want to risk it.
It's a It's an animal handling check.
Oh, right.
Lulu, the paladin here, the scaly
Yes.
one.
He's a paladin.
Silence.
Oh wow!
Yes. He's a
I knew I
paladin of
liked him.
And he's from Elturel.
Yay!
And just between us, sometimes he's a real disaster.
I mean, that's not good.
Tries to make up for it. But he basically he promises to help you after we are done with the Elturel thing.
Why would you say such a thing about your friend?
Because of honesty.
But that's like, that could hurt his feelings. Have you considered his feelings?
We have a mutual relationship of hurting each other's feelings.
That's not good.
No, it isn't.
No, it is not. She shakes her head.
Silence Amber turns to you. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? What has happened?
Sorry for party rocking.
Okay.
Don't be sorry. You're okay. Especially now, since you are no longer a part demon. I applaud your resilience. Now, weren't we looking for a tuning fork?
No, we have the tuning fork.
Oh.
Lulu will speak telepathically to Silence and say, "You're not a disaster!" proudly.
Silence understands now that the Hollyphant doesn't understand him, so he looks at Lulu and takes a slight bow.
Run! Is the reply.
See? Amber, she told me I'm not a disaster. I guess you were bad-mouthing me in front of our friend here. It's okay. You've been through a lot lately. And through a lot with me. So I forgive you.
I mean, you got mind. I don't want to say the word.
What?
I am...
You got really, well, you know what I want to say.
As a player, I'm trying to trigger unicorn so much, but as a character, I'm staying quite inside character, but the character is just triggering. It's okay.
We approve.
Maybe we can...
Which Abra hasn't turned into a swearing mess by now.
Does anybody want some cooked fish? I have a few cooked fish here. As the
Oh,
otter
I would
walks
definitely
around.
want a cooked
Are you an
fish.
actual otter?
Yes, I am.
No, I never seen an otter speak.
Wait, she's an otter?
He's an otter.
Well, I have not always been an otter, I've actually been a human before. But, a wish spell turned me permanently into this form.
What did you wish for?
Who says I made the wish?
Oh.
Who did you piss off?
Oh, who didn't I piss off? Well, let me think back. What happened in the last 100 years?
See, Amber, what can happen to you if you are not nice to people?
Oh, don't
Somebody
worry
can-
about it. I like this form. I am much younger now. I feel elegant. I feel all floppy. I can swim.
And you have some cooked fish.
And yes, indeed.
Thank you, I will have some. It sounds nice.
Yes, it sounds better than what awaits in hell.
He will share a platter of cooked fish with the party.
Also, do you have a room
Oishi!
where... What?
Nothing.
What was that?
I was turning it into an anime moment. Move along, nothing to see here.
Itadakimasu!
Are you possessed?
No, we can speak a little Japanese because we watch anime. It's okay. Move over. Pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah, Mr... What was the name of the otter?
Francimore.
Traxigor.
Traxicor.
Traxigor.
What? Spell it
Traxigor.
for me somewhere in the chat. I've been calling it wrong. the whole time.
It's okay, you
Wow.
could do it like fair. If you don't speak, you don't need to speak it right.
Sick burn.
But the problem is
man.
she never speaks and she never, well, she won't get answers.
Oh, she can only watch you make all the mistakes and get the answers from that.
That sounds.
Okay, do you have a room where I can change clothes?
I mean, do you not like this room?
This room is full of people. I rather have a room that is not full of people.
Well, it is a tower, so feel free to go downstairs.
Ideally, the room has only one person in it, and that's me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just told you to go downstairs. It's
Yeah,
you
I
don't,
go.
you don't need
Silence,
to.
you.
Huh?
Yeah, Amber, you're in
Well-
the kitchen.
I just wanted to keep the conversation going.
Okay, so Traxigor, will you be also accompanying us to Avernus?
Oh, I'm just here to aid you on the travels into hell. You know.
Also, any idea how we get back?
Interesting question. No, I do not. It's
Any-
kind of a one-way trip.
Any ideas how we could pull a city out of Avernus? A city that does not belong here, there, mind you.
Well, you might be able to do so if you have about 24, like elven wizards. But those don't really exist anymore nowadays. They
Oh,
tended to nuke themselves into oblivion to defeat their opponents.
So basically, we can't. Okay, that was a nice game.
now the end credits roll.
Um,
Directed by Seth Rogen.
Well, we tried.
Well, there has been a spell that pulled it down, it seems. It happened quite recently, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, if it is true that it has been one of like who was responsible for this then?
I believe it was the I don't even remember like what's his title.
High Overseer?
Yeah, the High Overseer, that guy. I'm looking for it. It's here in player handouts.
Oh, he pulled the city down into hell? Then you should probably
no.
ask him how, what he did.
He did it as part of a it happened as part of a contract between him and a fiend.
A fiend.
But
Must be a powerful
but-
contract.
yes, it must. But on the other hand, how can he, by himself, bind a whole city of like non-willing people to a contract? They don't belong to him.
Well, I mean, they would be non-willing, yes, unless they have done some kind of sworn fealty or oath or something like that. He doesn't happen to be the king or anything like ridiculous like that, didn't he?
No, he just happened to be a high overseer and made everybody swear an oath.
Oh shit.
Exactly. But that still makes no sense.
It
So,
sounds like a quite elaborate trick then.
Yes, it is trickery. It is not right. There has to be a way to set these things right.
If there is such a way, maybe you will find out when you see the city itself and how it's held there. That's a quite powerful magic. I only know of one city that disappeared and... oh well. Magic hasn't been the same since. I actually don't know how magic has been before. It destroyed its space-time continuum.
Well, that's kind of too much for me to understand. You are now talking. You might as well be speaking in riddles right now.
Well, it
But
is
maybe Tal
important to
here-
know, like, how... that is definitely not a spell available to just any wizard. We are talking about... similar how curses work. If you wish somebody harm, a curse will appear into existence, and it will befall him harm. The same can happen on a mass if enough people believe something to be true, or funneling their energies, then a powerful spell can be cast. But it takes time, and it's elaborate, and no easy feat.
So,
And it's
If-
not an exact science either. Like,
So
this is
if
no
all of the-
wizardry.
so if all of the people learn the truth and understand that their oath is not really what they think it is, then maybe it could break the spell.
I truly cannot tell. An oath is a binding contract. I do not know if it is possible to break it.
Then again, you give me hope.
You will have to find out yourself, young man.
Yes, I will.
You
Where
seem
there is
to be a
hope,
strong
there is
lad.
way. I am. I fancy myself a strong lad, yes. I can almost arm wrestle Ember when she's angry. I lose 4 out of 5 times, though.
Oh my, can I see that? That sounds exciting.
No,
As
we
he
kind
eats
of don't-
fish. Come on,
We
I have a
kind-
table here. Wrestle,
kind of-
wrestle, wrestle.
We kind of don't want her to get angry.
Lulu's like, yay, I wanna watch.
Yes, wrestle, wrestle, wrestle.
Wrestle, wrestle, wrestle.
What are you talking about?
They want you to have an arm wrestle with this gentleman here. He points to Silence.
Well, first Amber's coming back.
Yay!
And she's wearing new clothes, basically.
Oh,
Go ahead, describe it. I mean, you don't need to build suspense here. Just tell us.
But I like building the suspense. It's a really nice
Come on.
suspense.
Go on. Go ahead.
stop
Well,
building the suspense, it fills my suspenser.
Fuck.
This is what you get, Amber.
Yeah, exactly.
You are the worst.
Bradford,
Well, it's a
go
light
ahead.
blue tunic that reaches down to, like, ends roughly above her knees. With a brown leather waist belt. And over that she's wearing like a sash, like a long piece of cloth that's lightly diaphanous, see-through. It's a completely open. That she has wrapped around her waist, and like 2 tassels of it go behind her back. They would flutter really nicely in the wind. She also has a similar piece of cloth on the glaive now. The bandages on the left arm are obviously gone. They are now on the right arm, but the hair is exposed, so it's just... I have the bandages here now, because I don't know where else to put them. Still an amber necklace, and boots that reach over her knees, and over those she's wearing the shin guards braces, adapted for her legs. With the obligatory 3 centimeters heels to look taller and stay in the saddle.
Well, you look smashing, my friend, but these gentlemen want us to arm wrestle.
Why?
Oh my gosh. You look totally horrifying, Amber. Can you now take it off and do that wrestle?
The only old piece of clothing she still has in her arms is the mantle.
The what?
The mantle she was
Uh-huh.
wearing. And she has a bag in her hands. Tuxedo, where can I put this to burn it?
I mean, I do have a chimney. So fireplace.
Yeah, just put it in the chimney then.
What are you handing him to burn?
It's
Old
basically
clothes.
the bag with the old clothes.
Oh, okay. Mark down that you have one less bag on your character sheet then. You did have a bag, right?
Well, I would say I bought a bag with the new clothes and
So you
now
can
the
burn
bag
it.
is burning. Yes.
It's fine. I'm not charging you
Just a bag.
coppers.
It's not like
It's a copper piece per bag. This is fine. This is no problem. Yes.
It's actually a leather handbag. No, okay. Let's go. Arm wrestle. These people are looking for entertainment. We are supposed to entertain them while they eat fish. So
Yeah.
that then we are in the right
yeah,
mood
but I
to
want
enter
to eat
hell.
fish too.
Well, you have one hand free when you arm wrestle. I challenge you to arm wrestling match while eating a fish with the other hand.
Yeah,
You know that when you arm wrestle, you have one hand on the other arm.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm challenging you to this type of arm wrestling contest. Let's spice it up with some spiced cooked fish.
Does Amber get hung up on semantics for arm wrestling? Is that an Amber thing?
That sounds really like an Amber thing.
What?
So Amber,
Are we going to do this or
yeah,
not?
you both roll me a strength check.
Do we have to do this?
Do
don't
you?
have to
I
do
mean,
this.
you can refuse.
Are you a pussy though?
Oh,
Oh man, don't tell me you refuse his arm wrestling. I'd
I'm
like
gonna
to have a
punch
little
you in
bit
the
of
face.
entertainment if I'm to deliver you to Avernus. You know, I have to come too for the spell to work.
I already said I'm going to punch Silence in the face.
Wow.
Proverbially, not literally. Yeah, she's gonna sit down opposite of Silence and put her arms ready.
Okay. You're sitting on a huge flump plushie, like a sack that you sit on.
What in the... How is this so soft?
I will look up how a flump looks like and send it to you.
I know what a flump looks like.
No, I'm talking about the players that don't.
Yeah, I have no idea, for example.
Look at Discord. There you go. This is what a flump looks like. And this is like a sack filled with rice corns to sit on.
Wow.
Flump.
This is super strange.
You know what I find funny? You said you are left-handed in real life,
Yes.
and we're left-handed in not real life.
Well, that's good, because then we are both left-handed and we can arm wrestle. Let's go! Strength check! Hooray! I'm rolling my dice and they come up 23, get ready!
So Amber, are you going
to roll?
to use your rage to win? Because he made a comment that he loses when
Yeah,
you
I mean,
use your
as
rage.
long as you say it's not a critical,
It is a
I can
critical.
roll. But if you say the critical counts as a critical,
No,
in the
skill
backtrack, then
checks.
I don't need to
The
roll.
skill
Yeah,
checks
skill
are
checks
not.
don't have crits.
Yeah, they don't have a crit success. It's a
I could-
23.
Would using the rage consider cheating?
No.
No,
I mean,
actually, I said that I win 1 out of 4 times against you when you are angry, or 1 out of 5 times, and that's why they wanted the arm wrestling thing.
Okay, pure strength
Come on!
check.
show us
Yes.
the rage. Yes, Amber, I want to see it. Prim.
You have a +3. I have a
Yeah,
+3.
and that's proficiency.
Wolfgar, do you want to tamper with this?
What? Do you have
Oh no, Tal is reading and shows no interest in whatever is going on right now. Pulled the book out of his bag and he's just like, yeah, everyone, this is dumb.
Yeah, we've heard.
I basically can't roll higher than you, so. Well, except that I have advantage on strength checks when I rage.
Amber, when you try to rage, nothing comes out.
Yeah, I need to use something else.
No. When you try to rage, nothing comes out.
So you mean that I have no source of...
You're not raging.
So I beat her and she's very confused.
Yes.
Me as well. I'm
You
like,
won. Squeegee is out of herself. Yay! You won!
I guess all the
You're so
training
powerful!
helped.
Something is really, really wrong.
Yes, it is. How did I beat you so easily? Ha, with the 21. I mean, how did I beat you so easily? Where is your metal?
It's gone.
That's bad.
Yes.
I mean, I did not like it, but we needed it several times. Traxigor, you are a researcher. Have you ever heard of
yes.
something like this?
About what?
Amber,
Oh, people that are exceptionally angry, like barbarians?
people that are exceptionally angry and they become better at things when they are exceptionally angry.
Oh yeah, I've
No.
heard about that. It's not... There has been quite a few barbarian kings destroying whole wizard kingdoms with their magical resistances when they're upset. Oh, it's a whole trouble. Don't recommend it.
Have you ever heard of somebody suddenly losing that ability?
I mean, not personally, no. It's I don't really research in barbarism. Maybe you should ask somebody who's versed in that. Like a barbarian.
Well, we don't have a barbarian at hand.
Oh, that's too bad.
Amber, what was it that made you rage before?
Before the arm or after the...
Well, before you lost this ability somehow.
Like, I was angry at basically everything.
I clicked the rage button and it worked.
There was something inside me that allowed me to punch way above my weight.
I am going to, under the table, step on her toes.
Oh, it hurts like a motherfucker.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought that it would work. I heal her with my hands.
The pain is still there, but you feel better.
I thought that it would work.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
it does help, right? It heals the wounds, but you still stood on her toes. It's still like, ouch!
Are you feeling angry now?
No, disappointed by you.
I'm terribly sorry. Please.
Amber's just, she's gonna sit down. Oh, she was sitting. Close her eyes. Fold her hands on the table, like interlacing her fingers. And instead of trying to get that anger from, well, where she got it before, she's asking Ilmaster to grant her the strength that she needs to.
Okay. Ippo, Squeegee asks you if you can do anything to help her get angry.
An Elmater. What?
Well,
Are you gaslighting me? Did I say something
I
wrong?
want to allow for the party to interact with your character.
No, I literally just thought, did I say Ipo instead of Elmater?
No. Just Zolar figured some shenanigans out. I think.
I
Stop
know.
shenaniganing me.
I'm pretty sure Lalu loves shenanigan around, so I'm giving him every opportunity he can get. Oh, that's a mage hand spell.
By the way, still, since no one mentioned that Ember is cleaning the mustache, she still has it.
Yes.
She took a bath.
Yes.
Also,
I could give her a slap with the mage hand.
Amber, I want you. What was your request? You wanted. Do you pray
Yeah.
for becoming angry?
Or strength.
I wouldn't say angry because it's like just not channeling well, my anger, rage, fury, whatever you want to call it, seems to be gone.
Okay. Yeah, Amber, as you try to concentrate and formulate your thought of, okay, think about it really hard. Please eliminate slap across your face.
I'm going to look at Ipo.
You see like a small little blue spectral cobalt hand floating in the air next to your face.
I mean, I can't touch it, right?
It's spectral. So yes, you cannot touch it.
Why are you looking at me?
Because that's your spell.
No, it's not.
You are the odd in this party who can cast it. Did I
That
know?
must be someone else.
Ipo. Stop. That's what you just did.
If you're going
Sorry,
to lie to
Master.
me,
Yes, it
you're
was
there.
me.
Thea uses mage hand to scratch her chin.
You see a second. Ippo is talking and waving his hands, and as he does so, a second mage hand appears that scratches Thea's chin.
I think no Amber get angry.
Oh, Amber, you feel angry. You feel upset.
Yes, and disappointed. Mostly disappointed.
Are you feeling angry now?
No, not yet. Yes, angry.
Are you feeling
about
it now,
another kind
Mr.
of anger.
Krabs?
It's not that anger that's, well, if I compare the angry that I have now, it's like comparing a summer breeze to a storm. Or the gentle whiff of getting punched by a small child compared to getting punched by a girl with a demon fist.
Well, I don't know what to do about this.
How about you
but
stop
it
these
seems-
tomfoolery from them and just let me concentrate?
Yeah, everybody stop slapping Amber and distracting her. We need to give her a moment of peace.
Ippo,
For her to summon her anger.
do you obey, Ippo?
Sorry, what?
Yo,
This is really Ipo. Doesn't matter if you just didn't notice it as a player or only plays as a character. This is so you.
Oh, okay.
Ippo, you have the opportunity to pet Lulu some more.
Yes.
Alright, Amber, you have a window.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this again.
No, don't jump
Oh,
out of the window.
oh,
You're above the
sorry.
sky in a tower floating around.
that was such a bad joke.
I don't What was it?
Uh,
Two.
You see a
It would
window
take
of
too long.
opportunity.
Go screw yourself with a rusty pike.
Why? Why are you so mad?
Because of this.
It's only a kid. Why you have to be so mad?
So Amber,
Slap.
you're closing your eyes. What are you looking
Yes.
for?
That source of, well, inner strength, inner fury.
Well, you don't really find anything.
Yeah, that's why I asked Matter, the gods, my guide if necessary.
Why don't you roll me a religion check with your wisdom modifier?
Because I'm really, really bad at that.
What is your
That is-
wisdom?
It's 19 then.
You try to pray and reach out to your god. As usual, you don't get direct answers. Sometimes you don't get any answers. But you do realize that your brother is alive. That you know who the person is that cursed you with the arm. That you no longer are subjected to the pain and torture of the arm. And that you have regained your... I don't think innocence is the right word, but
No, that's gone.
you've regained a sense of righteousness and purity.
I look for the strength that allows me to end the suffering of others and, let's just say it in a paladin way, smite evil wherever I find it.
Yeah, you see the small white bird filling your vision.
Yeah.
And you hear its call. It's not like word by word, but you can feel it to the desire to fight for righteousness, to fight evil wherever you face it, to be
That's
vengeful
what you
and
want.
fierce, to not even take one step back when faced with evil, but confront it head on.
To not take no for an answer.
You know, if you keep adding more stuff to this, then I'm more paladin than the paladin.
You have the paladin subclass of the barbarian.
You mean this zealot?
Yes.
Yeah, it's solid. It's also very awesome, by the way.
And you
Like,
realize
super
there
good.
is if you wish to make your guide proud, that you need to replace your inner strength with something else, to no longer be a monster that fights monsters, but to be a hero that fights monsters.
To be a hero that fights heroes. For what reason?
To be a hero that fights evil where he faces it.
Yeah. I have to face my own demon. And I will kill monsters instead of being one to make this world a safer place.
Do you wish to
You
find
have to become Escanor.
Do you wish to find this resolve within yourself, Amber?
Yes.
Because otherwise I'm fucked.
Yeah, you think back of Ilmater, what it means to wear the red cord, like what it means to take a life to protect your own, and the burdens of life that so many carry, that he carries on his own shoulders to help his disciples and followers. If you wish for the strength to carry this burden, you must go all in.
So basically, I'm gonna be his fury because he can't have it. Or what?
Because he's a god and he doesn't walk the earth. It's up to you how you interpret it. How you interpret it. So yeah, I think that's it. You open your eyes. He uses mobility scooter.
So much better
Amber
because it's
opens
still
her
better.
eyes and she says, "Okay, boomer." Okay, enough
So much better.
internet memes. You guys are having so much fun, but I'm trying to have an emotional scene, like again with Amber. I guess this is why you all make fun
I'm
of
sorry.
it.
I feel bad now.
Don't worry,
Yes,
Ipo.
it should.
Your vision with your god will be the next.
And Amber will take a shit on you. Well, no, she won't. Anyway.
Gross. Wow, Amber, I didn't know you were this furious. Rage pooping.
Hippo. Have you ever seen a hippo rage pooping? It's so funny.
No! Please! This is stupid and not worth recording.
No, we are having fun.
I'm gonna go. I have a headache from you.
Thea, what? I mean, do we get anything from you? What do you think of the situation? Are you disappointed in Amber's losing her rage?
No. Well, why should she?
I don't know. I just want to know.
Yeah, does it give two flying shits?
My internet makes it really hard for the viewers to hear you guys. It still cuts out. Okay, let's not watch the hippo
That's
poo
your
spray
fault,
video.
Can you delete it, please?
Later, after I watched it, after the show. All right.
I'm really glad that we don't use webcams right now.
Yeah, I'm actually, if you're watching the stream, I'm using the Discord, the voice chat thing, so we can see the icons of the players on Discord, and when you speak, it lights up green. Makes it really easy to tell who's talking.
Makes it
So 80% of the time it's my icon.
No. Makes it real easy to see who's stuttering through Zonolar's bad internet.
Yeah, I guess that as well. So yeah, Amber, I mean, you open your eyes. I don't know if you feel anything different. You still feel like Amber. Are you feeling better now, Amber?
Can't hear shit.
No, cannot hear anything.
Because I didn't say anything. I just pushed a button, tried to say something, but then... Yeah.
Try to get angry. Beat his face.
I don't really want to beat the face of someone who I consider a friend.
I don't want to either. I just, trying to cheer you on.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this again. Instead of rage, we are going to call this fury.
What do you want to be furious about? As you look at
Not-
Silence's
Not
face.
furious about, furious for.
Okay. You try to be furious at Silence, but no,
I'm gonna imagine him being the worst person on the planet and like he has to get punished with divine anger.
Okay. Yeah, tell me why you think that.
Just get myself in the mood.
Okay.
I'm basically lying to myself.
Yeah, it's not working.
What do I have to do?
You try really hard to get upset at Silence, but you know he's a righteous paladin of redemption that helps everybody he can.
Amber, the girl that used to have a short fuse and now has no fuse.
Oh.
She has no chill.
No, she has all the chill now.
You know that, you try really hard to lie to yourself, but you know Silence doesn't deserve this. And
Yeah, I don't think it works on you, Silence.
Ah! Silence will fold his arms on his chest. I guess that means I'm going to win more arm wrestling contests with you now.
Squeegee
Question
cheers.
Question is, will you be able to summon your strength when we get into a fight?
I guess there's only one way to find that out.
Yes. Well,
And the
then we
problem
shall.
is that's going to probably happen in Avernus.
We're going to kick evil's butt.
So at least I'm dressed well for dying.
Dressed to kill. Bleh. Okay. Didn't you say somebody else is going to speak with their god? So Noah?
Who?
You said somebody else is next for speaking with their god.
Yes, Ipo is. But I don't have it prepared. So it will have to wait until next session.
You are the worst.
Maybe I will send it as a private message so you guys don't know about it. To make it worse.
But
Oh, but I have to have every piece of
yeah,
review.
we have to have everything exposed. Our dirty
yes.
laundry out in the public.
I can definitely do it during the stream, but not today because I sadly I didn't have time to flesh it out to the end. I need a few more details to look up first.
I mean, Vashik, Amber just burned her dirty laundry, so there's nothing to dig up anymore.
Wow. Bring me your torch. You
Which
are out
one?
of this island.
The blue one or the red one?
Both.
You can both.
Okay, let's move
Well,
on.
if you are ready, I can start the plane shift spell. Let's clear out some of the stuff here. I would hate to see it teleported into hell and left back. I quite like my flump Saki.
Can we take the griffins with us? Probably not.
Are they yours?
No.
Let's see. Up to 8 willing creatures. Obviously myself. Well, it's needed for me. The Ipo, Talhalnan.
One question?
What?
How do we get back?
Well,
I've
assuming
told
that
you.
that's in our mission, we will get back with the city, or inside it, preferably.
But what if we have to get back for something else and then have to get back?
Ah,
This
Assume that we can't.
Yay! Okay, let's go.
Well, I do
I'm ready.
recommend casting a plane shift spell will do the job. All you need is an archmage of highest esteem that can cast the spells of the 7th circle.
So we
Yeah,
can.
we don't have that right now, except for you.
Oh, well
If
then,
you're going to be interested in.
so everybody, I need you to hold my hands and stand in a circle. Yeah, lick hands. He opens up his big, soft otter hands, offering it to 2 people to hold them. Who wants to hold the otter?
I do.
Sure.
Whatever.
Ipo, your chance is lost. They are grabbing the otter hands already.
Uh-huh.
And I take one of Ludo's.
Lulu grabs Squeegee. Squeegee grabs Rhea. And with that, he's like,
Do we have all our stuff?
he says you and up to 8 willing creatures. So how big is the party? 5 player characters, Squeegee, Rhea, and Lulu. Yes, this works exactly.
Minus Wardrake.
Silence, you think back on your Wardrake.
Don't make me do this. It's not a character.
You could. Well, I don't. That's odd. I mean, did you wish to bring your mount along, Silence?
I do not wish to put him through hell, however, he's been my loyal companion. I will ask the Wardrake if it wants to go.
The
In
Wardrake is
Draconic.
like. He's looking at you like, are you leaving me out of glory?
No, I'm giving you a chance to save yourself from the pits of hell.
He's looking like, how bad can it be? He's very confident in himself.
And then I turn to Squeegee. And I'm like, well, actually, do you wish to accompany me on this quest?
I mean, look, I understand. You found a better kobolds to take care of you. I can stay back.
It's not that I found. Look, Ipo
Look, you
doesn't
don't
even
need
take
to-
care of me at all.
It's okay. You don't need to lie to me, Silence. I can take care of myself here. I could help out. Floating islands are fun. Also, he has a lot of books.
You are literally breaking my
Yes,
tiny little
mine
heart.
also.
I'm sorry, guys. I looked at the spell.
But
You
as a
turned
player,
Amber into someone with emotions, and now you have to deal with her emotions.
well,
Or Squeegee can go and I will stay.
whoa, what?
I mean,
People-
I have one idea to get Squeegee with us, but I don't think she will like it.
I don't
You're
like
not-
it.
You're not putting her in a bag of holding.
We don't have a bag of holding.
I know.
Don't put
Yeah.
me into Handy's haversack.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing I can think about.
But she wouldn't survive that.
10 minutes?
Wait, what?
That's, you cannot just look up what Google says about magic items and putting people inside. You'll have
I
to
didn't
test
look
it
at-
out in the game.
I didn't look it up, I just remembered it.
I did look it up before. I'm sorry.
Because very, 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 very early on, when we killed the carrion crawler, you told us what it can do. Including
Yes.
the holding people part.
It will have to say with the magic item directly that it can do that thing. Because most of the time it's not really mentioned, I believe. I mean, is this an option you're actually thinking about? Let's Let's put an
Yeah.
I mean,
NPC
I will bring
into
it
the...
up to silence, but I already told him that nobody's gonna like it. I mean, the other option is like, what if he sits on the Wardrake while we hold the Wardrake and or just the Wardrake?
Well, it can be up
Yeah.
to 8 willing creatures, and you have quite the companionship here. Myself excluded, you are 9.
Can you do this? You're an archmage. Can you do a stronger spell?
You know, that's not how spells work.
Well, I don't know how spells work.
I can do it once. Up to 8 people. You know, technically it might work by putting a living creature into some kind of bag of extra dimensional space.
Like a handy Severus sack.
Yes.
How
But it
long does the
will-
casting of the spell take?
You know, I never recommend doing any kinds of extra dimensional shenanigans of several magical items with spells. It smells like trouble.
I will get to one knee. I will hold Squeegee's little shoulders in both of my hands. Look into her eyes and say, "Where I'm going, there is going to be plenty of danger. Getting you there is going to be extremely dangerous. However, I cannot decide for you. You are a free creature. If you want to undergo this challenge, then you may go with my blessing. If you want to stay here, I will never hold it against you."
So,
Eerie.
Washik, do you want to have your companion come with you?
Yeah, I do. But like Silence doesn't because she would get hurt. But he also believes in free will.
Screechy will say, well, actually, Screechy remembers back, as we have a flashback of how Screechy got to become your squire in the first place.
Awesome. I don't think I have that fleshed out really. I just found her.
You
She was
found
just
a
lost
feral
somewhere.
lizard in the woods that
Yes.
that was biting your ankle, and you were having a flashback about your own parents.
Well, kind of like that. Also, at that point, he was already, believing that every creature, no matter how evil it is, except few exceptions, should get a chance.
Every
So he
creature
gave her like a chance.
except for Ippo. I mean, what?
Every creature that's not on the exceptions list. And also no cultists of Tiamat. But yeah, I guess like she basically, ran out of the shrubs, not being hidden very well thanks to her blue skin. Tried to bite his ankle, kind of bit down on his steel boot, and then he offered her a ration. And via like draconic and using his hands for motions, explained to her that she can have this ration if she stops biting him. And that's how the bond was formed.
And it turned out that she's smarter than you and got educated
Basically, yes.
and then became your bookkeeper, more or less, and cook,
Yep.
and the guy that helps you put armor on
Yes.
and helps you climb onto the water rake by stepping on her.
No.
Okay, okay, that part is not canon. Only in my head.
Your head is wrong.
I guess he likes the stepping on things.
No. Screechy says, you're the worst. Screechy says, if I don't come with you, Who's going to write of your legendary valorous actions? And your writing isn't that good.
No, it's not. I know.
Clearly
It
this
isn't my
adventure is
failing.
way too much for you to go alone. Or with them. You need me to protect you. Everybody laughing in the background, holding it together. It's like, wow.
Well,
No, I'm just grinning.
Silence just closes his eyes, bows down his head, has a long sigh, and then picks Squeegee up and holds her above the haversack. So, are we ready to go?
Yes.
Hold your breath, little one. And he puts her in. Quickly, hold hands. Let's go. I don't want her to die.
Yes.
Alright, guys. He starts casting the spell, and it takes one action, so it's really fast. As the Planeshift spell gets enacted, and a line physically manifests between you guys, connecting like a star, across the center, to each of the person holding hands. And then the circle itself floats up magically and slams to the floor. And as it does so, the floor itself like gives away and you fall into darkness. As you are being transported down, further down. And you smash through the skies. And the hot stinging air assaults your senses. You see the city street in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff, overlooking the rest of the city, is a crumbled fortress. Traxigo gazes at the black orb nervously. He utters a few arcane syllables and disappears in the blink of an eye.
Silence takes out Squeegee from the bag.
Yes, and perhaps.
Yes, Screech is alive.
Then I make the glaive ready and for anything.
He then readies his weapons and ushers Squeegee into a protective space between him and Ember.
Yeah, and this is where I will post the artwork of where you are now. Just looking at the player handouts. Where are the player handouts? Where are you guys?
Wait, it's not a whole page.
I just want to show you the pictures without showing like all the, so it doesn't spoil you.
Okay.
There. Yes, I can. I should be able to show you this. There you go. This is what you see.
Wow, Zonalar, your art is really good.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. This is from the book.
Is that Eltura?
Yes.
that- El Turel?
And you are standing in it. In Eltril. That's what you're on top of. And this is where we will end today's session, guys.
It's already broken. Let's go back.
It's fucked.
We are fucked.
How do you save this piece of garbage?
Well, you start on working on the chains.
F.
Have we taken too long? Is this the version where the players get too late into hell and Eltura is fucked already?
Welcome to Elturel, guys. You made it. Now
Who
that
would've
you're on a
thought?
floating city above Avernus itself, attached by several gigantic chains with a huge dark blue orb that shoots lightning out of it above it. We will find out what happens with the adventures next time. So, I will close it out for the stream. Thank you guys for watching, those that managed to hear through this. I'm sorry, live stream was shit. Maybe it was better next time. Goodbye.